I've been muted. Muted. No, I'm gonna wait till more people come in. I know. I just fixed it. Yo, I'm gonna have my little bro come in as like Mr. Mic Check. Mic check.
Your mic is muted!
I'm gonna bash this man's... Nope, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna wake up and choose violence. But he sure is. This guy is gonna be like the most malevolent little critic in the entire world. Oh, God. Anyway. It's a good day. I don't know. I feel like I'm like 50-50 about the cold. I got another echinacea tea in front of me. I might grab some more vitamin C before I go to bed. I'll see. I don't know. I'm still... I just hope I get better. I just have to be careful. I gotta get got the tissues on standby for when I start crying. And also when I have booger stains. Shout out to Buzzy and Dave. You got me some gummy Skittles! I did! Better be thankful. I love my bro. He's cool. Yeah, it's rough. It's just... I feel like it's just what happens when things just get ever so slightly cold. That you just feel it coming in. And it just sucks. Anyway, we're here to play a great game. A Gator game, so I've been told. The greatest game, even. The greatest Gator game. How far could I go, realistically, with the Gator alliteration? I wonder. But yeah, no. Honestly, I look forward to when I get to download the OST for this game, because this could be nice. Like, shower music, chill music. I don't know. My little brother likes to... I'm going to expose him right now. Shut up. Don't tell me when to keep going. I'm going to expose him right now. He likes to listen to music when he sleeps. And I don't know. I think I tried that years ago. I don't know. I feel like it just keeps me awake. I don't know how to describe it. And then, like, not all the chill songs I listen to make me relaxed are, like, soothing, I guess. Some of them are, like, different. Oh, that was a start. Where were we? Yes. Mr. Icon. This is the new arc that I was told to stop at by Jesh. I don't know. I don't get why. It just doesn't... To me, it seems impractical. Like, if you're trying to sleep, you're trying to reduce stimulation. And so I just feel like music, because it keeps your ears active and listening to something. I understand some people listen to white noise. Like, it's not like it's an unknown concept to me. I've never gotten it to work. I'm just built different. Incorrectly. Gotta throw something out. It's in front of me. That's what happens when I don't have any nails. Because I cut them. I don't do it because it helps me sleep. I do it because I like the music. Freaking musician over here. Look at this guy. Everybody get a load of this guy. Make a negative effect of... I don't know. Maybe, bro. I don't know, man. Anyway, I'm going to drink some water. I'm going to be drinking a lot of water. I don't know if my sore throat's going to get better or worse from overuse. We'll see. I have some lozenges I might grab. Potentially. I bought some Ricolas recently. I love, God. I'm not talking about anything except their game. She's looking a little bit better. Still drained, but she's not shivering. Her rat... Oh, yeah, this is literally right after that little kerfuffle in the rain. And I can't stand a finger down to scratch under its chin. His name is Guts. The black swordsman. I can see that. Takes a seat against a nearby desk and waves a hand for Olivia to go on. When she doesn't, he shifts his hand to me. I look between the two of them. The disappointed stare. Olivia's pleading eyes. I ultimately shake my hand in negative. I just helped Olivia get out of the rain. Of course. He slouches further atop the desk. Can I tell you some other time? Sure. Whatever it was, it looks like you've recovered pretty well. Olivia doesn't answer verbally, instead giving him a bashful smile and nod. It kind of looks she's high, just a little bit, but also she's sleepless, she's tired. Was it about your work again? Yeah. Oh, this girl. He turns to me and points a thumb at her. You know, the work she's so concerned about absolutely wrecks the grading curve in my class. For the sake of the other students, I had to put a limit on extra credit assignments. Really? Yeah, but I would even consider such a... But never before would I even consider such restraint. Why punish someone for working too hard, I would think to myself. Then, 4 years ago, this little Greek goblin comes rolling into my class, half a semester and more than a few angry calls from parents later. My hands are tied. This guy is ecstatic. Yeah, this young lady... My hands are tied. Young lady simply does dang too much. Too dang much, sorry. Olivia smiles, but doesn't look up from her pet. It was that much better than the other students? Well, no. I don't grade by technique. If I did, you'd be in trouble. You're mid. You're worse than mid. You're awful. Olivia's work was very good even then, but the main thing I admire is how motivated she can be. I haven't seen someone so enthused to just paint in years. Certainly haven't seen anyone so enthused that I had to change the rules like that. You were worried it'd stop me. Was I? That definitely sounds like me, but it didn't stop you. Not even a little. Heck, that year you even got me to see some things differently. I don't even think I ever did anything like that. You did when you came in after class the Friday before Mother's Day. Take a look at this. I'm handed the quill pen, and the first thing I note is how soft the feather portion is. It's the special pen you always use. It's actually from my wife. Whoa. Especially closer, I can see now with intricate details. From the faded engravings on the shank to the maintained but worn point. It's well made and kept, and the feather and brass showed its age. She came in that afternoon with a whole stack of crumpled painting drafts, so frustrated she couldn't get it right and so determined to make it perfect. I say any of these would be great. Your aunt would love any of these. And she fires back. If it's not good enough for me, it's not good enough for someone Would it not be good enough for someone I love? I did not have an answer. So I tell her to take a step back. We take a few hours to get over the fundamentals once more. I send her home to try getting it right over the weekend, and come Monday she returns and hugs me first thing. That Friday night, though, what she'd said was on my mind. I talked about it all night with my wife. Then in the morning I decided to make a change for myself. My wife was molting at the time, so there was always a new feather or 3 on our blankets each morning. I took the biggest one, preserved it, got a bit of help to make it into a real pen, and I've used it ever since. It helps remember to do my job right for the people I care about, and for the people my students care about. I think is that childlike reasoning that comes so naturally for the youth? That reasoning, it makes a type of innocent, earnest dedication. Something I think I'd lost for a while. Don't give me so much credit. You haven't lost it, have you? Good. Don't lose it for me, okay? Ah! Not Silent Hill! This is absolutely not Silent Hill. Absolutely not. I'm watching Markiplier I'm watching him play Silent Hill F right now. Definitely, character design, definitely on the scary side. Very spoopy. And then I have to watch, I think I also have to watch him play, I think it's called, like, You're Not Human, or Don't Let Them Inside. I know that one's been making the rounds. No, I Am Not Human. Yeah, that's it. He played that yesterday, it looks like. But yeah, alright. Good. Don't lose it for me, okay? Okay. Anakin yawns and stretches. Oh my god, no! My control! Oh, I actually did, like, the moment it mentioned yawning, I actually, like... God, that's awful. It really just is one of those things that the moment it's mentioned, or even you see it, involuntary reaction. It's just my first response. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I need to put something on, because my shoulders are starting to get a bit cold. It's no longer tank top season, so that might be contributing and make things worse. Also, it's gonna hurt the more I blow my nose, because I can still feel some of the stitching and stuff. Also, if I didn't say it before, very sorry. Hi, McCallus. My apologies for that. But yeah. Sorry for being a bit gross. It will happen again. Gotta say, for an old PS1 game, oh yeah, it's decent voice acting, pretty damn unsettling. Only thing is that I cover is my radio blares static whenever there's a monster nearby. Yeah, and I'm aware, like, I know I watched Internet Pit Stop's video on Silent Hill 2, talking about the atmosphere, and how just terrifying it is. Damn it, no, I got him! You feeling alright to go to your next class? Yes, I'm ready. Great! He claps my hand. He claps. I swear I don't have dyslexia. It's contagious. He claps a hand over my back. We should do this again sometime. Not sure if I... Mr. Iken ushers us out of his classroom as the late bell trills, handing us a note he'd rapidly scroll on. Miss Polking didn't seem enthused to see us come in late, but sighed as she read the note from Minicon. As usual, I took my spot when I felt something odd in the corner of my eye. Looking up, it was to see Olivia looking my way, with that smile on her face. One that spoke so many words, yet I couldn't figure out what. All I could do in turn was to try and match it, before focusing on Paul King's latest lecture. As more time passes, the art contest fades in the background. Last week I had a scare when Principal Scaler called me to her office. I feared that they figured out what Olivia did and assumed I was part of it, just as she predicted. Luckily, that wasn't the case. Instead, she wanted to inform me they had no leads as to who could have done the swap. Since it was tampered, it'd be removed from the contest. Fire Emblem player moment. Reading comprehension 0. No! Stop it! No, I'm tired. I'm just tired, okay? I don't know. I don't do a lot of reading out loud. Most of the reading I do, obviously, like, most people just read silently to themselves, and I try to before I go to bed. But yeah, I don't know. I tend to read. That's the thing. I mentioned on stream before. I just tend to read the subject and the ending of a sentence. I read sentences so fast that, like, I'll get to the end before I actually get to the early parts in the middle. And since it was tampered, it would be removed from the contest. Is it me? Yeah, they did. They did, McAllis, and I hate it. I hate it. They said they were experimenting with, like, different styles. And it's like, no. No, what it was like before was fine. Just keep it, man. It was totally workable. Totally workable. There's no reason to change it. Like, I hope they don't change it permanently. Otherwise, that's going to make me mad. Like, I hope they do, like, internal polling or whatever. And don't just try to make things look more modern. Like, stupid. Like, make things practical. It needs to be useful and accessible. It doesn't need to be high end. It's a freaking, like, video site, man. It actually makes me mad. More kiddie, for the lack of a better term. Thicker lines and generally rounder and smoother. I don't know. This is the hill I will die on. This is the hill I will die on. Just to make Jesh feel happy. No, let's get off my back, honestly. As compensation, she gave me one of the runner-up prizes, a coupon for some pizza at some Italian restaurant called Dino Mo's. Awful. First, I heard of your reading style. Also, no, I feel like no, honestly, you say it's a reading style. I'd say it's more of a side effect of me listening to videos at, like, increased speeds. Because I trained my ear in 2017 to, like, listen to stuff at, what was then, like, ×2 speed on VLC or YouTube, which was just ×2. And it made consuming media a lot easier. I'd still retain the information, to the chagrin of my parents. They always thought it was weird. Another SG... What do you mean another SG reference? I don't get it. SG. But yeah, no, I feel like because I listen to things quickly, by extension, as I listen to words and sentences, when I go back to it, I read sentences quickly as well. But yeah. Dino Mo's. As in... Not that biggest not. Oh no, I'm definitely not Inko. I'm sorry, bro. We cannot be friends. Not the biggest pizza fan, but not a bad prize to get after all this. Saving it for a rainy day, where I found myself in a conundrum of my own doing. My peer. Uh oh. What did he tell me? Ah, gotcha. SG means Snoot Game for people who are curious, and Dynamo's is the location in Snoot Game. As resident Snoot Game and Wani Game lore keeper, Jesh PK has informed me. Thank you for this incredibly important information. I am saying without a hint of sarcasm. I am actually serious. That is, I mean, it's nice that you pointed it out. Like, that's cute. I literally would have never known that. I just thought it was a goofy dinosaur pun of a pizza store name. My peers' concern about my entry was resolved, but I hadn't accounted for the new questions about my portfolio. Is bro gonna have problems getting a job because of this now? I hope not. My paint portfolio. The few times I showed off my photography. Oh, shoot. Ah, that might be rough. Uh-oh. They were never upfront about it either. No, instead I got the runaround. Oh, yeah. Those are nice, Inko. Not bad, not bad. But, what did you do for the... What about what you did for the contest? Shoot! I can't be mad about it. This is just another misunderstanding. Unintended lie from my side of things. But then I had a thought. What if it wasn't a lie? What if I actually got good? What if I actually got good at painting? After working at it for the past month... Yeah, no, I can't unscrew this! The past 3 weeks I've been staying after school, making use of one of the club rooms for practice. Yeah, Inko, did you listen to any of the tips I gave you? Using everything I had at my disposal, namely the textbooks from Mr. Adikon and how-to tutorials online, I'd stay as late as possible, trying to do the same skill level as Olivia. And I stare at the horrid acrylic monstrosity before me. I can do nothing but weep at my own inadequacies. Not actually weep, but squinting over the Lovecraftian horror before me, I can maybe see a little progress drowning in the madness of the excess paint. Olivia had made a good under-promise to teach me around the time I asked Mr. Idicon to borrow the keys to the spare room. While I memorized all her teachings down to the letter... What am I even looking at? Are you trying to abstract some sort of thing here? It was an attempt at a self-portrait, actually. So what you're saying is he did a Picasso. Could probably post online and some rich asshole would buy it. Is that good? No. Never trust it. You hear it here, folks. You heard it here, folks. This is sage-like knowledge over here. You are either being lied to or rage-baited. Never listen to strangers on the internet. Yours truly included. Sage-like advice. Oh man, the Gator girl hath spoken. I learned that the hard way. Shoot! Shoot! Oh no! I wonder if we're gonna get backstory on this. Ay ay ay. Awkward. After a brief. I'm so cringe. I let myself collapse in the stool behind me and toss the oily apron in frustration. At this rate, I'm going to be a double fraud or something. You know what would be the funniest thing? If it actually looks better after hitting the floor. I don't even have the energy to get angry. Probably looks... Yes! 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 Great minds think alike. Bro, the day this chair breaks, like, mid-movement, it's gonna be scary. How did Olivia get so good at this? Olivia, please, you've got to have some actual advice for me. She quietly hums to herself, slipping away a notebook she had splayed across her lap into a nearby bag. Well, when I want to draw, it's usually because I got something on my mind. What, like inspiration? Kinda? More so, I just envision something and I want to put that on the canvas. A muse, then. Bruh. He literally looks like... I mean, I know I've seen this face before, but I can never get over it. Like, I get that it looks like he's disturbed or shocked or horrified, but it also just straight looks like he's on drugs. He looks so high-strung. Hey, go! Olivia, are you guys here? He takes in heavy breaths as his vision darts around the room. After a moment of surprise, I raise my arm to catch his attention. Damien, what's wrong? The hyperactive Dilophosaurus spots me, taking a final breath before jogging over. Guys, I need to ask you something. What, is everything alright? Let's see. Let's see. Is something happening? I can't help but panic. I've never seen Damien this... Is it something about his girlfriend? Did you... Hey, I knew it. Did you want to come to the arcade with me and Liz? Hey, Hot Wheels gets to go back in action. Is that it? Yeah, that's what I said. Wait, when was this decided? I love... This is one of my favorite expressions that she has. I thought something bad had happened. Nope, just ask Liz. Just asking. Liz already has the car prepped and... Wait. Oh, I just realized this right now? Are you serious, bro? Has the car prepped and everything. Oh, probably should have expected that, but still. How'd you know we were here? I didn't. I just kept opening doors until I found you two. I've been at for a while, actually. David's eyes dart to the canvas on the floor next to me. You working on your next masterpiece? Okay, maybe I'd forgotten that when that major arc happened, it's later, lol. Okay. You don't have to worry, man, like, I'll get through this game at my own pace. Oh, pending sideways is one of your trade secrets, huh? Olivia hides a snicker with her hand. Don't worry, I won't tell a soul. Yeah, that's right. Don't tell anybody. Lena, pick up the canvas and place it upright, decide to remove the ugly painting and place it in the corner of the room to dry. Anyway, how about it? To the arcade. The olive Baronix. How do you... Baronix fidgets, her brow lowered in contemplation as she considers the question. The arcade, it's not got any of the plans today. Sure, why not? Alright, let's go. Wait, don't just... Abduction! Oh my god, not again! Bro just doesn't care. This is gonna be such a freaking mess in the morning, man. You're not even gonna clean that up? Olivia, there you are. She is not happy. David's taking so long to get you, I was worried I'd come to find you myself. This time both Damien and I were wheezing for air. So yeah, if the game's not mid, that could mean it's either kind of good or kind of bad. No, I said, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, McAllis. I put that in the thumbnail to mess with my brother. Because he loves this game. I'd say it's good. I'd say it's actually pretty good. For my experience of like choose your own adventure / visual novel games, I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. I can say that pretty confidently right now after like 6-ish hours, just under 8 hours. I actually have no idea how long of a visual novel it is. Both Damien and I were wheezing for air, despite Olivia's protest and hesitation. Damien wasted no time in grabbing her by the handlebars and sprinting for the exit. That's kinda rude. That's kinda rude, just railroading her like that. I chased after them, all the while Olivia screamed like a banshee as she was pushed through the hallway at a breakneck pace. Yeah. Taking a deep breath and standing upright. Olivia's claws had dug into her armrest, and she's definitely trying to kill Damien with her glare, which he happily ignores. No thoughts at all. None whatsoever. Why didn't you just message me or something? I wanted to, but I didn't want to ruin your concentration, man. So instead, you kicked the art room door open? Yep. Liz had the good grace to look embarrassed on Damien's behalf. But yeah, gave you a little extra time, right? You've been staying late for forever now. I can't hide the wince. It hadn't occurred to me that more people would notice. Relax. Not like you're the only one. Yeah, I sometimes need to stay behind for student council and club meetings. Right, sure. So, come on. The car is in the student location. The Dino duo start toward the student parking lot, heading towards a rather odd but well-kept sedan. Olivia grumbles silently to herself, but follows after nonetheless. Is the car wheelchair accessible? I said that like a frickin' 5-year-old. Wheelchair. I'm so sorry. Sometimes things come out that way. Come on, dude. It'll only take a few minutes to get Olivia in, and then 30 to get to the arcade. It won't take that long, damn it! Yeah, she's confident. Olivia huffs and wheels herself to the passenger side, opening the door for herself. Listen, bro. I think she'll be fine. Do you need any... It's fine! To punctuate her statement, Olivia uses her strong arms to lift herself on her armrests. Then, with more grace than I thought possible from the olive scale girl... God, these little descriptions are... She manages to flop down in the passenger seat. Speaking of which, I just about got done with the first Ace Attorney game. Pretty great game. Even if the third case was only mid, if only because the ending being great. So, did you play the full game, including, like, the case after the Von Karma case and Edgeworth? Or did you also get to that final case with that, with the whole, like, corruption in the police department? Because, yeah, that case was crazy. Grant's, like... Like, his crash out is legendary. I think the legend has it he's still clapping to this very day. Yeah, let's see. I think I played and beat the first 2 games. I didn't get around to the third one. I was playing them on my 3DS. But, yeah, I've been meaning to get into the third one. I know the third one's really good. And I really want to play Apollo Justice and the other ones that were released later on. Passenger seat. But yeah, Ace Attorney are basically like visual novels. Oh, you're on the 5th case with Lana Syke. Yeah, my bad. I kind of spoiled that. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. When I heard you said you were done, I thought I kind of guessed. But I shouldn't have said that much. Stare at the abandoned chair, wondering where to put it. I've got room in the trunk, Ginkgo. Clunk! The trunk lid pops with a heavy thunk to punctuate that. It takes more time than I'd like to admit to figure out how to undo the locks to actually collapse the chair, but once it's done, I'm able to slide it into the spacious storage area easily. Damien already hopped through the window of the front passenger seat, but I'm done, as if he'd practiced the maneuver. Clack, clack, clack! I simply open the door behind Liz's seat and watch as a pile of soda gets empty onto the pavement. Whose car is this? It can't be Liz's. I refuse to believe she would keep her car like this. This is Damien's work all over it. I do it! Those are from this morning. I just toss him in the back seat. What I've done. Oh, God. The floor must be a mess. Listen, I need to get better in car maintenance, but I would never do that to my vehicle. Surprised Liz doesn't make you use a bag. I do. No, my gosh, bro. Why have you tossed all those balls already? I'm saving them for a project about recycling. Plus, I'm also going to use a couple of them as a sculpture. Saves me the trouble from going out and finding aluminum. Yeah. Fair. And I get to drink as much soda as I want. That's not a good thing. It's alright. I know the culprit from YouTube. I don't know how or why I don't know the how or why of anything at this point, though. Yeah, I hate to admit it. I went to GameFAQs for Phoenix Wright just because I really was more interested in seeing the story. Like, I am the type of person who I will try to figure out the cases on my own, but after enough fails or after enough wandering, just presenting random evidence to people, I'm just gonna look up a guide because I don't want to kill the pacing. But yeah, I get to drink as much soda as I want. No soda for me tonight because I already had one. I don't really say anything as Damien scoops out the rest of the cans from the trunk floor of the car and puts them into a new bag, which he then stuffs into the car's trunk before giving me and Olivia a thumbs up. Alright, dudes, we're good to go. I gotta get this. This is such a great reaction. This is a good one. Definitely gonna use this one for a thumbnail. As I was saying, I gotta use more of these in the thumbnails of videos, which I am. My hand searched for the buckle. I nod and slink to the clean seat. My hand searches for the buckle of the seatbelt and brushes against something warm. Is it somebody's tail? Ah, no. Awkward. Look at her hand held at her chest. Green face has a scarlet tinge and her mermaid eyes glare holes through my head. Yo, listen. Listen. What? You okay? Ah! Oh no, she's hot. No! She's got a crush on Inko. I stifle a mystery chuckle at that. Bro! Bro not catch a hint? I refuse to believe that. No way is bro that stupid. That's fair. A lot of the trial evidence presenting is very off. Doesn't help most of the time you piece together everything mentally and you can't elaborate to explain the answer when you know. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like, bro can't stand. No! What do you mean I can't stand descriptive writing? That's a lie, bro. That's an absolute lie. I don't mind it. It's not that I don't mind it. I just cringe at it personally because I'm like, oh no, I know where this is going. Oh dear. Oh dear. Enjoy the nose blowing. ASMR. Oh. I think my tea's cooled down long enough. I'm just cringing because I know where it's going, man. Like, you can't stop me from feeling that way. That's good. That's really good. I feel my sinuses clear up immediately. Any type of hot liquid, man, just melts. I stifle. I mean, just look at this expression, man. This is so wholesome. I stifle a mystery chuckle at that. The warmth of my palm fades, however, as I leave my hand feeling lost. It leaves my hand feeling lost. Okay, all the safety checks are done. Oh, that must be so uncomfortable. She's literally coiling her neck in order to drive. Liz gets in the driver's seat and grips the steering wheel. Outside, she's craning her neck to check for the mirrors and tires. Wait, Liz drives with her head sticking out? I mean, as long as she doesn't raise it high enough to hit the traffic lights, I guess it's okay. Liz pokes her head in. What's that? Her neck snakes inside and coils around the hook of the middle of the car. Then, with practice motion, her neck continually coils till her head sits atop the neck roll, as if no different from someone putting on shoes. If you like descriptive writing, read H.P. Lovecraft's At the Mountains of Madness. It'll drive you with the amount of time spent describing Antarctica and the mountains. I think it sucks. I like Tolkien. I like Brian Jacques' Redwall books. As if I don't think I showed you guys the poster before. My giant curtain. I like his descriptions of food. They're always good. And I've watched the Lord of the Rings movies. I've been meaning to get into. I've been meaning to properly read the books for a while. I think I got like a fifth or a fourth into the Fellowship of the Ring before I got distracted and lost my place. So that was unfortunate, but I know, man. I'm actually gonna kill this guy.
Like descriptions of food. Stop. I know.
Stop it. Just text. This guy has to stop coming to my room. He knows that because he knows I'm playing this game. Like, he feels like he's allowed to, but no, no abusing brother privileges, even if it's for a game that you love. No difference if someone putting on shoes. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get into Lovecraft. He hates me! No. I love him. I'm saying this because I love him. Oh, man. Let's see. I think if I have the gain over there, then I can actually properly... If I have my mic all the way over there, then it's a little bit easier, because then this thing is not in the way. The pop mic. Oh, it's my God-given right. God did not give you that right. Otherwise, I'm not going to finish that joke. It's kind of looking like a giant scale-covered scarf. There's even enough space for her to see the windows and check behind her. Ankle? It wasn't anything important. Alright. But, the city, right? I'd actually been wanting to see it a bit more up close from Idaclan's class. Do you know how much gas money you'll burn through to take a detour around here? No? That was such a fast no! Brother, I'm about to stream bomb you, literally. It's already happened on numerous occasions. Lord of the Rings books are pretty damn good. I read The Hobbit all the way back in... I'll probably read it again at this point. I read it all the way back in high school and I loved it. Hobbit was a great book. They should have never made it into like 3 movies, though. It was just too much. Oh yeah, no, The Hobbit's great. Hobbit's an amazing novel. Neither do I. Let's do it. Hey, what? No? I barely have enough as is. The view on the way is fine. I'm looking forward to it as well. She's very happy to be here with us. You sure? Yeah, I'll put out some stuff I remember along the way. You're my tour guide now. Don't make me change my mind. Glad that's settled. Everyone buckled in, right? Liz pulls away from the school parking lot, staring down the opposite direction I've always entered and exited. Weird to think, but the edge of my world was as close as the right turn out of my own school. Then again, I haven't been living here long. Anybody want a station? I don't think I've ever listened to the radio here either. Olivia and I hardly seem to glance in Damon's direction as well. Suit yourselves! Within the span of a few seconds, the natural ambience of the road is replaced with a very loud sound of decades-old rock music, sending vibrations throughout the car and everybody in it. Just as fast as it comes, however, it stopped as Liz haphazardly yanks the volume knob counterclockwise, turning the music down to a bearable level. Damien frowns for a moment, but he doesn't seem to contest her decision. What the? I turn off all the notification stuff except for messaging and calls, and between all the people I message, there's only one who isn't inside the car. Checking the screen, I see... Buddy, are you trying to wingman right now? I have no clue. Seriously? I don't know. I don't know, Damien, so long as it isn't twangy country music. Sure. Wait, you've been... Uh-oh. I read only 3 I want to watch the one about the Fisherman's Village. I gotta... so, I believe it's... Let's see what it's called. Let me... The Shadow over Innsmouth. The Shadow over Innsmouth. I want to read that one because there is a DLC in Bloodborne that... I mean, it's the main DLC in Bloodborne that's actually kind of based somewhat off of this novel. Hope it gets mentioned. Film and television, video games. I hope Yes, and the DLC... So it's mentioned in Wikipedia. In the DLC of Bloodborne, the Old Hunters, a hamlet inhabited by a gruesome fisherman, allegedly draws its inspiration from the accursed fishing village in the Shadow over Innsmouth. The game also features several deities which are referred to as Great Ones. I think XCOM too. No, I just know there was an XCOM mission, the first one, Enemy Unknown or Enemy Within, that it had a mission based off of Lovecraft. Country music slander based. I don't know if I actually listen to any country music. Wait, you've been texting? Someone jealous? How long? Oh, yeah, don't. I hope she's not about to get jealous. Yeah, since like the first week of school. Do you want my number? What the heck, dude? Let me go! Let's go! About to get the Gator girl's phone number. Head over to open the contact creation page. She taps the first few numbers and pauses. She then sheepishly yanks her phone from her coat pocket. She doesn't know her own... Rough. She doesn't know her own number. Finishes tapping her number and hands it back. She enters... She answers it as live long. Huh, sounds vaguely oriental. That's kind of a antiquated description. My family listens so much country music I grew to hate the entire genre. The only country music I would unironically listen to is Nickelback. They say only a hero can save us. Not just gonna stand here and wait. Look at this photograph. Looking at it makes me laugh. I can't remember. I can't remember those lyrics entirely. Test. Bro, what is an icon? Yep, got it. Oh my god! I'm fucking dying, man! Oh no! Oh no! Oh my goodness. Oh, how fast could I do this? How fast could I do this? Let's see. Is this gonna be like a new challenge? Let's see how fast I can do this. Come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, let me do this. Oh. Oh, yeah, baby. Please, please, please. Yes! Yes! Oh. Let's see. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Gentlemen, we are a go. We are a go. Oh my god. It's too good to pass up on, guys. Holy crap. This is probably not nearly as funny as it should be. I just, it's so out of the blue, bro. It's so out of the blue. Oh, man. Oh. Oh, man. That was uncalled for, but it was kind of funny, wasn't it? I got about 70 seconds. That's pretty good. Bro, what's so funny? It's just a stupid rag give. It's just stupid. I just find this is so dumb. Also, he's holding his crotch like Mole Man was from the latest Smiling Friends episode. I think season 3, episode 3. It's like he's embarrassed of his wiener. That was uncalled for. That's why I sent it. No! Guys, this is bad. This is bad news. I'm falling for the Gator girl. This is not planned. This is not a joke. This is an emergency. She giggles at her own joke, despite being the butt of it in the despite being the butt of it in the mood. In the car is too high to hold it against her, bro. That's funny as hell. Oh, that's so funny, bro. I gotta keep drinking this before it gets too cold. Before long, the dense forestry starts to giving way to more urban developments. More and more decorative palm trees start dotting the path as well. So as the city gets closer, and we approach one of those spaghetti junctions leading up to it. Guys, I really hope we don't come across Mia at this place. The result of decades of poor infrastructure decisions, multi-million-dollar projects promising to fix all the traffic if they just built one more overpass, and many such cases. Olivia pays close attention to her phone. She scrolls lazily through some forum. Oh no. What's so funny? Oh, nothing. Nothing for acceptable society. Hey, Lizard Lounge. Oh boy, you're still... Is this like their... Oh no, you're still browsing that, Olivia? Yeah. What is it? Don't tell them! It's this weird exclusionary chat room. They only allow dinosaur women. Men, and rather specifically human men, are banned. Rachel Secretary! Why does he have that face? Why does he have that face? No! No! Why do you look like... Why? What is this? Oh my gosh, Damien, bro. What is this? Olivia showed it me once. The people aren't really weird. Humans are banned? You weren't supposed to tell him. It's the last safe house for us on the internet. I think there's probably better places for that better places for that online feed to associate with. Something about... No! What is this? Bro did not tell me about this! What? It's not that. It's just how it is for safety. Some dino girl can be doing anything at all. There's always at least 3 guys in the comments saying she looks like... Don't say it. She looks mad. They also bring down the quality of the site. Explaining the rules that humans have 1/5 the attention span of Guys, this is really weird. The artist couldn't be asked to draw another frame for him. Liz groans while Olivia shows me her phone. The graph is blurred to hell and I can't make out most of the text. I don't know how I feel about all this. Agreed. What's not to get it, go? Think about it. You're in history class. It sucks. So you remember, wait a second, I'm human and stop listening. I wish I could do that. Coin? Whoa! Okay, they're joking, obviously, but damn. Oh my goodness, it's just a funny group. It's just a funny group of women like me. Lay off. Let me have it. You don't have to believe that. You don't really believe that stuff, do you? Not really. It's just the rules of the place, alright? Okay. Yeah, this is... I may have forgotten a few things. Yeah! Maybe it did. Maybe just a little bit. Olivia sticks the phone back in her pocket with off. Ugh, was the ride to the arcade always this long? I think we're about 20 minutes away from the arcade still. Don't worry, Nico. The water fountains are integrated. Oh! Holy crap! Shut up! You're just calling her racist? Oh no! I hope the place still sells those hot dogs for just $1. It's not Costco, bro. There's no way anywhere sells hot dogs for $1 anymore. Yeah, but they did. It was great. Olivia and I would save our lunch money just to go here instead after class. I don't think I'd trust if it was still that cheap, honestly. You had a hot dog off the floor once. Exposed. That's different. Oh no. Damien fills the air with old tales of his and Olivia's adventures in the arcade. The joke. She'd occasionally chime in to correct him on whatever over-embellishment. The joke went over your head? Which one? Which one? I don't I have no idea which joke. She'd occasionally chime in to correct him on whatever over-embellishment. Even as the last remnants of suburbia melt away and the skyscrapers overtake our view of the outside world. Finally, I'm in the big city. Here we are! I'm almost disappointed when we pull into the arcade parking lot. Large glass windows covered in sun-bleached promotional leaflets adorn the front of the arcade. The building itself looks like a couple days old. The water fountain one... this is in reference to the fact that, like, if you remember during the Jim Crow South era, water fountains were racially segregated. And often the ones for people of color were in disrepair, not very well kept. And the ones for Caucasian people were. So that's what this is a joke of. The fact that the water fountains for humans and dinos are integrated. Ugh! There it is. There's your explanation. I'm sorry. That's not a joke I was expecting. I'm not gonna say I don't find it funny. But, dang. Was not expecting that. Large glass windows covered in some yeah, there we go. Oh, was not expecting. Yeah, neither was I. I was not expecting that. This place was probably successful in the past, but I can only imagine they break even nowadays. Even though maybe the recent resurgence of retro deco could change that. And maybe. I can show you more on the return trip. Come on. I guess she must have seen my brief hesitance. Liz unlocks the trunk, and I pop out to get Olivia's chair. As I attempt to heave the thing out of Liz's trunks, it takes considerably more effort than I'd like to admit. Now, how do I unfold this blasted thing? I think there's a release button, right? Oh, poof! And I check to make sure all my fingers are intact. I can see Olivia snickering through the passenger window. Inco-san. Oh, no! Inco-san, you have much to learn. Observe. I think she tried to sound like Master Splinter. Olivia makes sure the chair's brakes are held, and she heaves herself into one motion. Real street.png. Agreed. The chair is forced open by momentum alone with a large crack. She gracefully rolls by me, tongue sticking out, in smug victory over my ineptitude. Ready? Sweet. Is she just okay with us pushing her chair? Okay. Damon hurries us inside. I can tell he's the one most excited to be here out of anybody. Arcades can be dope. Dude, this place is the bomb! We used to scrounge for change to come here after school. This place is abuzz with activity. Flashing machines all competing for attention and gamers excitedly conversing. I lean a bit closer to Olivia. It's pretty dang loud here. You gonna be alright having to speak up more? Of course. Of course I am. What do you take me for, a kid? Sorry. Social faux pas! I appreciate the concern. God, she's just being rude. She just wanted to be mean to us specifically. Which is fair. I understand it. It is a fair thing to do to roast us and mess with us. Okay. Just trying to work some stuff out. Okay. Honestly, the arcade area music is pretty good, I have to say. Appreciate the concern. Liz scowls as she peels her foot from the bottom of the floor with a loud shk. Ugh. Damien, you could have warned me about. Damien's taken off to a nearby coin machine. Fists full of bills at the ready. I could have told you too. I've been here before, so why didn't you warn me about the stickiness? Olivia shrugs. Liz head lowers to the bridge of snoot pinching levels. Well, you two did kind of drop this on me at the last minute. But I still remember this place pretty well. Great, you can show Iko around, I'll go with Damien. Ah! Ah! I hate that she looks so happy. This is too cute. I hate this. Ah! Liz meekly puts her finger pointers together as she looks at the salmon-frilled teen. Those two player gun thingies out there look fun to try. Liz is cool. You mean the light gun games? Yeah, those ones. Can't put my finger on it, but somebody told me that Liz was banking on this splitting apart from the start. Thought it would give me an ample opportunity to have some alone time with Olivia. Oh my. Just to get to know her more, of course. Ah, yes. Liz, I think I broke this one's joystick. Liz sighs heavily through her nose. Seriously, Damien? Oh, come on. It's perfectly even and fair. You sure about this, Liz? We could all stick together. Long neck down looks around to the arcade nervously. As much as I want to protest this suggestion, it might be for the best. Liz wants to stick with Damien, probably to make sure he doesn't do any more damage. Olivia knows this place well, so she'd know all the best games. We've been spending our time here together after school, so why not? I'm not against the idea, just alright, glad you agree. Liz takes this as a cue to leave. She quickly pulls Damien away, deep into the arcade. Olivia begins to roll ahead, but stops and gives me an annoyed look. Come on already! Alright, as soon as I step closer, Olivia resumes her casual roll down the aisleway. Olivia's eyes seem distant as she looks over at the various game cabinets in the room. Silver irises dancing to and fro, a soft hum resonating from her mouth. I try and follow where her gaze lingers, but she seems to be constantly drifting to something new every other moment, while deep in her own thoughts. You could say, McAllis, she's lost in thoughts. Not all alone. Maybe I just thought I'd throw that out there. As soon as we carry on slowly, the creeping awkwardness in my stomach gnaws away at me. I have no clue what to do right now. To this point, the point of this excursion was to relax. It feels rude to interrupt her, but she definitely knows better than me. Say, Olivia. My voice brings her back to the current moment with a start. Her hands maneuvering her chair around to look at me fully. What game should we try first? The Baronet shrugs her shoulders. Anything. Okay, what about one of your favorites? My favorites? Yeah, he's coming all the time. I'm sure you've got some you prefer. Look of surprise from her is quickly hidden by her turning her chair back around. Fine. Fine then. My favorites then. My favorites. She pushes her wheelchair with purpose toward a particularly large screen in the corner. Looking at it closely, there's a large block connected to it, with a dull, multicolored sticks hanging off the sides with wires. Ah, damn it! Look up the title above the screen. Ruin Robbers? The more I look at it, the more I see where splotches of fresh paint barely cover poorly done marker graffiti. Olivia's pout is so prominent that as she glares at the base of the funny-looking block before the screen. They updated it! So it should be better then, right? Oh, if only that were the case. Her pout breaks, transforming into a depressed frown as her eyes seem to gloss over. I follow her gaze to the metal plate at the base to try and better understand. Machine looks pretty well maintained, if you ask me. Something wrong with it? They added a foot pedal for the Yikes. Not all improvements are necessarily improvements. I test the plate, feeling it sink lower. I feel it sink down and noticing the video demo on the screen changes to a screen with a bunch of ass with numbers next to each instance. This sucks. Olivia's hand curls into fist as she glares at the machine. A twinge runs through my chest as I look back to the frustrated Dino girl. One aspect of her favorite pastime games has been changed in a way that almost robs her of it. The thought strikes a painful chord in my heart, though I know I had zero hand in the game update. At the same time, to see the clover-scaled girl look so morose. Bro, this is sounding like these descriptions. Again, it's not that I dislike detailed and descriptive writing, but it's detailed and descriptive in a way that's like is engineered and specifically written to be really, really, really romantic and just kind of mushy-gushy. I turn my eyes away to my feet, the sensation leaving as I do, and a flash of brilliance overcomes me as I look at my loafers. Hey, I got an idea. She cuts me off with a growl. I know what you're going to say, and the answer is no. So you're willing to give up just because you can't play it easily? Yes. Gonna blow my nose again. 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Olivia's response leaves me a bit floored. Her hateful eyes leer venomously at her former favorite game, but I know my idea will work. Okay, you play then. What does he have on his mind? Haven't you been paying attention? I can't. I'll handle the pedal work. Olivia's words are left hanging as she tries to visualize what I'm saying. Her confused gaze wanders between me and the flat rectangle on the floor. The whole time she looks so goofy, I have to withhold a chuckle in fear out of her clawing me. She must have realized, though, as she snatches the light gun from my hand, her red cheeks bearing a red hue. Fine! One game! She looks at the light gun in her hand and takes a deep breath. You better do your job right and go. I give her Olivia a nod, and she wheels herself right next to the arcade machine. Gimme! She reaches out for my hand and goes to take it before I can respond. She takes it for a split second, then moves down to grab... What lore is this, pray tell? Well, how do I describe this? This is a visual novel, a romance visual novel, made by 4chaners. After this is their official game after they remade Welcome to Volcano High, about you, the random Anon, coming to a high school entirely inhabited by anthro dinosaurs. Case in point, the Gator girl, who is the main individual that you interact with throughout the course of the game to either befriend. I'm guessing you can either like just be friends, grow apart, or just straight up romance her. And the writing's actually quite good. There are goofy little references. But, yeah, my little brother and I had one other viewer that wanted me to play this as, like, a donation milestone. And I decided to go with it. And... Pigeon Dating Sim! I know that one. I know the one you're talking about. Oh, I forget what it's called, though. Yeah, no, I played a few visual novels / like dating games. I remember when my friends pranked me into playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Around the time it got released, you can imagine how that played out. I think I tried to romance Yuri, and then bro, when I got to Sayori doing what she did at the end of the first act, what was I supposed to do? Honest to God. What else? Then stuff like The Letter, a visual novel horror game. A lot of horror games. Stuff like Late Shift. That's more choose your own adventure. Late Shift is really good, by the way. If you ever want to, instead of watching a movie, you just want to like do an interactive kind of movie cinematic experience, highly recommend Late Shift, honestly. But yeah, I remember going through a lot of visual novels with my friends. I play it, but I know some people who would swear by that game. Yeah, no, totally. So yeah, and then I know I was talking with one of my other chatters earlier, McAllis, about Phoenix Wright, which is pretty much like visual novel, choose your own adventure / point and click detective game with great writing and amazing art. Honestly, that's one thing that definitely deserves praise. But yeah, this is kind of my first foray at the romance one. But honestly, the writing's been really good and hilarious. For example, there's a moment. I should have saved it. Honestly, I feel so bad. I feel so bad. There's a moment where like she's like, "Oh, yo, bro, like how come you have this one guy's number, not my number?" And she's like, "Oh, let's exchange numbers." And she just sends you a GIF with like a rat. She sends you a GIF with a rat. I'm gonna try and send it to you right now. Actually, I was baffled, bro. She just sends you this GIF. I just sent it to you. Of like this rat with the giant middle finger. I lost it. I was not expecting that. She actually like, oh, stuff like this. This game has made me laugh out loud, felt heartfelt, and also like, and there's been like legitimate examples of bullying too. Interesting conversations on disability, in this case physical disability, with Olivia, because she is like extremely independent and like very much advocates for herself. But it also seems like there's a lot of other issues in the background that we're slowly learning out about. So yeah, there's a lot of hidden depth to this game too that I think absolutely deserves to recognition. But anyway, we're gonna keep going. You missed Fire Emblem yesterday, but there'll be more on Thursday. Or tomorrow. Tomorrow, yes. Moves my then moves down to grab my wrist instead. Her scales are soft and cool. This is stuff like this that makes me slightly uncomfortable, just a little bit. Hit the pedal when I squeeze. No, this is so good. I'm dying of secondhand embarrassment. I just know that if I was at the arcade with someone that I was interested in, I'd be dying at this. This is like. This is way too romantic. Oh no, I'm turning. If you go back earlier in the video, I have like I probably look so red right now. Oh no! Hit the pedal when I squeeze, capiche? I nod in affirmation. Olivia starts blasting the start button to pieces. I'm here for your secondhand embarrassment. There we go. That's a. Dude, hit the damn pedal! Yeah, so basically the plot point right now that you just missed is she comes back to this arcade that she went to when she was young, and she comes to her favorite arcade game, and she finds out that they changed the controls in her favorite game to add a foot pedal, which, yeah, obviously she can't use, and that lacks accessibility. And we as the main character volunteer to be the foot control. It's like playing with controller lag. They go! Sorry. Holy crap, this is worse than I remember. Hi, it's me. I'm that guy who makes sense. Here, can you see me putting the respawning enemies in front of the place where you're forced to cross? I came up with this idea while eating a bird. I don't even want to staple my ears to be fucking doing that again! Oh, this game sucks. Want to play again? She's a bit intense. When Olivia finally releases my grip on my wrist, I feel my blood rushing through the imprint she left. We ended up playing 4 or 5 games total. That's probably enough. I'm good to move on. You? You sure? I don't want to keep you here all day. See, she's considerate. She's cool. She looks over the machine one last time before sliding the plastic gun back in its slot. I'm a bit disappointed they changed it, but... Thanks. Alright, there's better games around anyway. Let's go. A stray thought, from before I really got to know Olivia, careens to the forefront of my mind. Sometime along the way, people started calling her Hot Wheels. Don't remember really when, or who or when, but I do know it's proof she's got that fire in her. A fire in her. A passion. Before she can roll away too far, my hand takes hold of her chair grips, jolting the diner girl from her sullen stupor. Say, I've got an idea, Hot Wheels. Careful. Because she's also got some embarrassment from that nickname because a bully tried to use it to belittle her. Why don't we try the fighting game you were so good at? The fighting game? Olivia's jaw clicked shut, and her hands ring together tightly. Arcade cabinets can't change, right? I mean, her gaze turns toward the opposite end of the arcade, and I can hear the loud hollers of competition from here. Come on, Hot Wheels, what do you say? The name seems to invigorate her. Her glacier irises hardening and her ivory claws touching at her wheels. Guys, listen, I'm not a scaly, but like, this reads almost like the, okay, obviously in a slightly more wholesome romantic way. The only reference I have that comes to my mind is a lusty Argonian maid from Skyrim. So, I am sorry that I'm making that connection to another game where the other one is far more lewd, but just the way I remember, like, the way I remember going through some of the pages talking about the Argonian maid and that, I'm like, it's touching those bases for me, and it does not, it feels a bit awkward. It feels a bit awkward. I know my younger brother's probably cringing at me critiquing that, but I don't know what to say, man. It's my voluntary reaction. My involuntary response. An eerie this is fun. An eerie grin creeps across her features, tongue polishing an incisor as her predatory eyes latch onto a particular cabinet in the far side. Olivia picks a direction and speeds off, parting the sea of sweaty dinos and leaving a small space of safety in her wake. Nose break. Not for cocaine. welcome to the nose blowing ASMR round. I think this is 5. 4 or 5. 4 or 5, I'd say. After a short while passing some digital pachinko machines, Castlevania and Konami go burr, she looks back at me for a moment as if to confirm my presence and to say, "Don't lose me," and then yanks her wheelchair to launch herself through the building towards a new destination. Oh, hey! I finally give chase, following as best as I can while avoiding the rest of the awestruck players that just witnessed the high-speed dino girl shoving them aside in her wake. As I get closer, the atmosphere seems to grow thicker, the very air becoming dank and heavy, almost as if someone dialed the humidifier up to 11. For a second, I have to stop in my tracks to catch my breath and to try and cool down as my shades begin to fog up. I hate it when that happens. So this is the power of the fighting game crowd. No! No! How many jokes are we going to make about subtle jabs at Smash Bros. Players? I've heard of things, but I thought they were jokes. Through the fog, I spot Liz, or rather Liz's head sticking above the crowds. No, you found us! Getting closer, Damien and Liz's head come into view. Olivia stops and checks one last time that I didn't get washed away in the crowd. She moves past Damien and Liz, coming to a screeching halt next to a particular cabinet that's occupied by somebody else. She moves a shiny coin from her pocket, placing it firmly down on the controls of the current player, who hardly glances at her. Oh no! Oh damn! The Redditor. I know. The overalls kind of complete the look. I'm not gonna lie. To be fair, I don't know if the front scales really make a good neck beard as someone who has a pretty decent neck beard. I have to say. Yeah, I can see it. I step closer. I'm able to hear the exchange between the two dinos. Oh, this is so rude. This is just mean. The greaseball ankylosaur, without even looking at the fact that he's not even acknowledging her is. The fact he's not even acknowledging her is kind of. Oh man. Like, you can tell why she's salty in this moment. The greaseball ankylosaur, without even looking away at the cabinet, starts rattling off his credentials to Olivia as if it were a job review. I'm the 23rd champion, going to 36 years straight at this one semi-obscure Japanese fighting game that came out long before you were born. I'm never gonna lose to you. You know... We all know that somebody like this who's just like a little bit too smug about their one hyper-specific interest and hobby. And sometimes it's well earned. I can't even deny like skill where it exists when you have it, but it's that arrogance that sometimes it takes like a wheelchair bound Gator girl to take you off your high horse. I'm the best Jurassic player this side of Volcadera, right? Double S ranked, 3 online tournament wins. Besides, it's 50 cents. I'm not. Shut up and nut up already. Olivia's voice caused the ankylosaur to grimace and finally turn his head. You really want to try me? Look, Tiny Tim, you know I'm gonna. His jaw clicks shut as his eyes manage to sweep above and then down to Olivia. His eyes squinting as his retina slowly adjusts to the low lighting of something not displaying brightly colored, pixelated characters. Bro, you know you can't bring chairs over here. Not after... Bruh, that's uncalled for, man. That's a low blow, bro. That's not cool. That's not cool. I know a guy that dies on the hill for playing Pichu in competitive Smash. I know that... Yeah, I have a friend, I think, actually, who also, unironically, like, who made Pichu in Smash. Bro, I remember playing Smash on the 3DS with my friends for, like, field trips and stuff. It was the funnest time in the world. We still play Smash every now and then. I'm not in... There was a time in my life where I sincerely did try to get better at Ike. Specifically to beat my little brother. He's gonna go on and on about this. Like, he would just style on me. Because he spent hours getting good on Donkey Kong, on so many characters. Donkey Kong was who he beat World of Light with in Ultimate. But it's his Sheik. His Sheik is the most annoying thing in the entire game. He actually used to play competitive pretty frequently. He could probably not off his accomplishment. I actually did attend some of his tournaments, not a lot. Mostly just picking him up from Durham College. Guys, do you guys think this guy has an anime girl Magic the Gathering playmat? No! Listen, as a massive nerd, I will always engage in nerd slander. It is the funniest thing in the world to just... I, as a nerd, will try and out-nerd you at your particular interest. And what is an accomplishment? It's just endless, oh man, it's just endless, just dick measuring contests. But you know this is just so mean. Not after last summer. Olivia growls and raises a fist. I think the pale scale dino finally sees who it is that's challenging him. His maw flaps helplessly as he tries to... Oh! I don't think he intended! Maybe? His maw flaps helplessly as he tries to explain himself before just stopping himself completely. Never mind. Sorry. Okay. I should have read more. He didn't... It looks like he didn't entirely mean it, but... Oh, it sure didn't come out that way. Yeah, I think when it comes to Smash, my mains have always been... Link for OG on 64. OG Smash is still fun. In Melee, it's like some variation of Link, Young Link, and Mewtwo. I also used to play Game & Watch just for the heck of it. Who else? In Brawl, it was Ike, uncontested. Ike and Link, but Ike uncontested, like, flat out. In Wii U, it was Ike again, but Lucario was also too. And then, yeah. And then more and more Fire Emblem characters I tried to play. Let's see, the Gator girl sighs and taps a finger on the chord she just placed down. Rules say you can't refuse, right? His head tilts in confusion. You know, you look to be the new champion, right? We are now engaging in true slander. Yeah, I am. This is the champs cabinet, right? David's come by this point. Fall close by Liz's head. Luigi and Melee all day. Oh yeah, hell yeah. And Mutant Ultimate, yes. For me, it's like... I don't mind Mewtwo and Ultimate, but I like Lucario. I like Lucario a lot ever since he got introduced into Brawl. Champs Cabinet. Unofficial, but that's the oldest one here. Been here since the dawn of time. Since the dawn of the dinosaurs, if you will. It's like sacred or something. I look over the old machine. The paint on it chipped and possibly covered in marker ink to the point the only legible thing on it is a very juvenile edit to the game's title. This thing? Yeah, man, they only let the head honchos actually use it. If you're spotted trying without credentials, you end up headbutted. Sorry, guys. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's just not a bad time to admit. If you can, pray for my grandma. She hit her head a little bit. She's kind of getting up there in years, and my mom's over there in Montenegro trying to help her out, but whenever my mom sends me any updates, I'm just really trying to make sure that I see them right away. Like, yeah, she had a bad hemorrhage. It was like a welt the size of a golf ball, and it was not pretty to look at, but yeah. She's doing a little bit better now, it seems like, but yeah. Stuff like this helps me get that off my mind. But yeah, if you're spotted without credentials, you end up headbutted. That's bull, but I believe it. I look back to Olivia, who's having a withered stare down with the squat guy she just challenged. The smug look of superiority. Oh my gosh. Look, lady, I'm a big deal here. Bust her own nuts. What the hell kind of name is that? Crown Champ and all Volcaldera. This particular Jurassic Michelin's got history. His name's actually Buster. Some of these names are hard to pronounce, bro. Jurassic... Yeah. Jurassic. Machine got history. It happens to be the same machine that Dino the Rex Go managed to parry. Quit stalling and fight me already! She does not give a crap. Look, I'm just saying the stage is all. Plus, to think you're the only challenger I've got? Look around, noticing there's now a group surrounding us. On my title as champion, I'll take all comers now. A huge whisper goes through the crowd. Finally, I form a line now. Okay. Tallest to smallest? What the hell? What? No cutting. Ah, heck, we're gonna wipe the floor with you, Buster. Wait. What? I don't even play video games. And I'm not really a gamer either. Too bad. Consider it the blood tax. I wanna... Wait, he wants to take on... Oh, no. I want to further protest, but Olivia's head turns toward me with a pleading look on her face. Besides, you think you'd want to put my hands on that thing? Who knows where... We're in! And go! Yes! Bro, he's just gonna get more... Wait a minute. We're gonna ease this man's ego. She's gonna get wiped. He's gonna get wiped. We're gonna get wiped. It's gonna soften him up, and then Olivia's gonna be able to take him on. Come on, it won't be that bad. You're still by the Brachio booth, right? Hold tight, I'll come get you. Oh yeah, her head's just that long. God. Damien pushes back the small group around us, following Liz's neck to find the rest of her. Her head swivels around and gives chase. Her pleas to not have to play falling on deaf ears. Brachio booth? The arcade's claustrophobic, so Brachiosaurus would tend to bump their head into everything, including each other. There was some lawsuit, so now there's a few platforms placed where people like her can sit and reach everything. There's even some water fountains attached. Doesn't stop things from getting tangled when there's multiple, but it's something. Accessibility when it works. Woo! Let's see. Huh, lore. She's so unimpressed. In the end, Liz must have relented because she shuffles up to the rest of the group. Fine, let's just make this quick. She's gonna int on purpose, bro. Liz reluctantly steps forward toward the arcade cabinet, a crooked smile forming on the self-proclaimed champion's face. It doesn't take long for Liz to lose completely. The large Ankylosaurus' hands move like a blur as they dance across the controls, pummeling their digital opponent into the ground. As boastful as he was earlier, at least he proved that he was skilled at Jurassic. The screen displaying perfect after only a minute against Liz. I also remember playing Street Fighter on the PAL SNES with my cousin when we were young. We could never get past Vega, so we'd always ask our uncle, my uncle, his dad, to beat him for us. And then we'd just struggle in vain against M. Bison. Liz crosses her arms and starts heading back to her old seat in the booth, head in tow with a pout. Buster leans his head against his clasped hands to make a show. It was no big deal, man. I totally beat her like it was nothing. Totally beat an inexperienced noob like it was no big deal. What'd you expect, bud? No offense to her. Next victim, God, I wanna... Buddy, relax. It is only a game. Why do you have to be mad? That's one of my favorite. Just like out of context sport clips. I'm sorry. By the way, pilot projects. I did not mean to do that. That's just kind of funny and weird. Oh man. Damien struts to the cabinet and jams his hands in his pocket for his change. Don't tell me bro doesn't have any quarters. That'd be too funny. Is there a whole piggy bank in there? Haven't seen your group around before. Tourists? No! No! That's rude. That's rude. Calling us tourists, man? That's disrespect of a whole nother level, bro. My goodness. I got no more echinacea tea, ripperoni. Probably have to take some and vitamin C before I go to bed. Stay hydrated, homies. Tourists? Huh? Oh, nah. Me and Liv used to come here all the time. Life's been tough, you know. So we got some friends to come along this little trip down memory lane. Lighten the mood a bit. This play hasn't changed much in the years either. Ah! He hoists quarters high and jams them in the slot. Once more, the screen lights up and the character selection music busts in. Buster considers his selection. And ultimately chooses the same character. And good, dog. I'm enjoying you having a hoot. All good. Okay, yeah. David jams the buttons and picks... Jams the buttons and picks his right... The one on his right. And what's with that death glare? Damien just picked a counter to his character. Probably expects all of us to be beginners. Yeah, I'd expect Damien to, like, have some experience. Buster does seem a bit more tense now. Been a while since then, huh? Her explanation is cut short as the words take on a scratchy quality to them. Hey, you okay? Huh? What? Yeah, I'm fine. I can go and refill your canteen pretty quickly. Sure, thanks. Yeah, she has to drink a lot of water, I guess, being more aquatic as an alligator girl. Or like the dinosaur that the alligator would have descended from or whatever. Severely... The fact that it's beaten to hell and back is hilarious. There's something to look out... There's something to look into for Christmas. That Buster guy said there was water by the brachio booths. Though I can't imagine the water here is very good. Christmas? What am I thinking? I haven't gotten any gift like that before. I haven't gotten anyone a gift like that before. Focus, Inko. You're just getting some water. He's falling for the Gator girl. I head deeper into the arcade towards the center, passing through the aisle lit by game screens. You guys done already? No, just refilling Olivia's bottle. Guess I'm gonna miss Damien's match. Say, Liz, the sticker here, what is it? Her head comes in close as she eyes the weird brand on the canteen. Oh, that's some from a really old show. Like, back in the night. No! Don't say that! I'm turning to dust. Oh. You can't say it's a really old show and then say 90s. Oh. I was 98, but still. That was psychic damage. No! Why? Just curious is all. Well, I never really asked Olivia about it. Maybe I should after all I was recalling watching a video essay made about it once. Yeah, those are always fun. I'm going to mute quickly just because I don't want to keep blowing the nose. I really gotta start making more of that tea. I could never... Okay, the animation always looks so choppy. I mean... You get over it. You get over it. It can be good. Don't diss old shows. Recapping the bottle, I lead Liz's head back to the fighting game station. Aww. I mean, it looks like he tried. It looks like he at least gave him a run for his money. It's surprising that Damien and Buster are still playing. This time, both of their hands slamming furiously on the controls. They're both going to break the game. A crowd has even formed around the duo, exchanging low whispers as they watch the old CRT screen. I pick out Olivia from the front of the crowd, close to the cabinet, as she's so able to clearly watch. She's hyper-focused, to the point where I switch the ball in front of her face. She just leans over to keep watching. Evil it is, then. I hold the canteen above... No, we're being devious! I hold the canteen above her muzzle and carefully tip it over until a few drops fall on her face. Her I'm not reading that. Most of our favorite 90s games are 30 years old by now. Yeah, I know. It's 2025. I get it. Oh, man. 1990 was like, what, 35 years ago? Her tongue laps along her lips and swipes up the dirt she dropped before glaring at me. Hey! Here you go, fresh from the tree. Damn it! Har. You know what? Fair enough. She had that coming. She takes the ball and downs most of it right away before clearing her throat. Thanks. How's Damien's match going? Well, he's getting too aggressive. He is. Don't tell me he's... Yo, is Damien the type of guy to, like, rage? Is he... That's ought to be good. He is? Yeah, Buster picked a rushdown character. So Damien picked a zone... I know all these terms. That's why this is so funny. A rushdown character, so Damien picked a zoner to keep Buster at a distance. Problem is that zoners are notoriously bad when it comes to footsies, and are even worse with mix-ups, which means that if Buster's able to get into Damien's hurt box, he's gonna get super punished. It might even lose the set. Oh my god. You know what? I'm gonna say right now, Joshua, I know why you like this game. It's because it appeals to your Smash instincts. You disgusting, gross Smash Bro competitive player. You. I am just messing with him a little bit right now, but I can imagine him playing this part of the game. You see, he chimes in like clockwork, I want to see you write this down. Hell no. That's my answer. A load of hot air into a tissue. You might even lose. Bro, I pick Ike and I see tilts and wait to see small number become big number. Do that enough times, they die. Note to self, way to get girls' attention to dip water on their nose. Specifically if they're a reptilian variety. Just realize that. Otherwise, it's ill-advised, McAllis. Wait a sec, I'm human. So Damien has to keep his distance. It's not looking good for him. Well, what does that even mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Wait a second. I'm human. So Damien has to keep his distance. It's not looking good for him, so it's probably about to... Oh, crap. Olivia and I watching the sidelines over the next few seconds. Buster pulls off an impressive series of moves that crush Damien's character into the ground. Almost like as if he was waiting for us to get back. Oh, really now? You pick a grappler to counter the rushdowns. That's fair. But, that feels too intentional, Damien. Wow, you actually knew how to play. Buster, I mean, that's gonna be funny when we come in. Buster jams an accusing finger my way, as though marking me for death. You're next. Damien's expression carries a hint of disappointment as he steps away from the cabinet, but he quickly peps up and reassumes his usual jovial self. Just me and Olivia left. I nervously step up to the cabinet. A plethora of characters in various fighting poses stare back at me, each with their own promises of victory. I recall an old saying Coach Sully had, "If we do not know what we are doing, then the opposing team certainly can anticipate our future actions." I tap my joints. Oh yeah, by the way, Pilot Projects, Coach Sully looks like a ape version of the soldier from TF2. That is one of the silly references, many of the silly references this game has. Also, the pet rat that Olivia has, the same one from the GIF, the sticker I sent earlier. The rat's name is Guts. And yes, I do like that. I do like that a lot. Tap my joystick over the oh no! It is basically like Smash. We're gonna pick random? It's like, whoa, bro. You must be so good at this game that you're just gonna randomize your character? A beautiful description of the coach. No, like literally. I'm not even joking. He's literally designed off of the soldier. It's not that he's inspired by the soldier. He's basically just an ape version of the soldier. That sent me for a little bit. I was dying. I tapped my joystick over the large question mark. My little brother would do this, by the way, to disrespect me and other people. Is just pick random in Smash. Because he knew that he was confident enough with all the characters. Large question mark in the middle of the screen is highlighted to the astonishment of spectators and my visibly nervous opponent. The game begins. My opponent beside me seems exceptionally calm as he so it's either he knows what he's doing or he doesn't know what he's doing. Crouching moron, hidden badass, or just crouching moron. Which is it gonna be? Exceptionally calm as he manipulates his controls. Compared to me, trying on every button and stick to figure out what the heck I'm doing. Unlike Damien, who at least looked like he was holding his own against the bloated Buster. Oh no! Oh no! It's mean, but it's kind of funny. I was getting the digital crap kicked out of me. Every attempt I made was met by my character being grabbed and thrown in some ridiculously elaborate way. By the time the perfect announcement plays out on the screen, I can feel my wrists cramping from the crazy amount of button mashing I'd done in under a minute. At least I lasted a little longer than Liz. That's not a bad goal. Don't feel too bad. I am the best here after all. I feel like I have to make him sound like Squidward. Just a little bit. His snort filled laughter. Grates on my ears as I walk back to my friends. All of them staring daggers at the pasty-scaled dino. The rest of the crowd are in an uproar along with him, and I can feel my ears heat up at the attention. Olivia's eyes narrowed as she wheels herself into position, her tail lashing roughly against the ground as she waits for the laughter to die down and her turn to finally begin. This reminds me, my god, they're playing Guilty Gear! It actually sounds like Smash, but honestly, I'm aware that the terminology of, like, fighting games is slightly transferable, decently transferable between titles. But yeah, no, this reminds me of a story I heard. I gotta find this headline. Oh man, wins. Yeah, this is like a story from a few weeks ago, but there was a woman who won a Mortal Kombat tournament while holding her newborn baby in her arms. Like, it looks like they're at least a couple weeks old. Florida woman redefined what it means to be... this is from Yahoo. Let's see. Just 5 days. So I'm going to post this in the Discord. But, yeah, this is like... Some people, man, were meant to play fighting games. Let's see. I'm going to post this in... I'm going to post this in general, just because I'm talking about it. This is wild. This is a few weeks back. Some very, very... The Buster move from a grappler seems like Guilty Gear, fair enough. But yeah, a Florida woman, 5 days after a C-section, she walked into her local Mortal Kombat XL tournament balancing recovery with cradling her newborn daughter in her arms, and she beat the tournament. She bowed through the bracket, faced top players, and claimed the championship title. That's badass, man. That's one hell of a way to get swept. You just get swept, like, by an extremely talented player. But a talented player who's just, like, chilling with their kid. That is very impressive. Very impressive. That's a flex. That's a flex. I expect Olivia to flex on this guy, too. Olivia's eyes are narrowed as she wheels herself into position, her tail lashing, laughter to die down, and her turn to finally begin. Buster chuckles to himself while cracking his knuckles. Oh, was that actually audible? Oh man. I was kind of fake doing it, but I actually heard that. I just finished wiping the floor with your friends while hardly breaking a sweat. That's wild. Wonder what character she used. I think I probably mentioned it in the article. Just so you know. I have to read all that. Just say. No. What voice should I use for him? Actually. I guess I have to use it like the actually meme, even though he's not wearing glasses. I just think of, like, what's the most nerdy voice you can imagine? Actually, just so you know who you're dealing with, I'm Buster O'Nuts, achiever of octaves in the annual Jurassic Wisconsin A Tournament, demolisher of Icaria, second best player of 2007 to 2012, and co-leader of the Midwestern branch of the Mighty Mammoth Gamer Guild. I hope that's pretty good. You wouldn't look bad for ducking out. Or you ready to get busted? This guy should go to jail. Who talks like that? Damn. Oh my god. No, man! That's not even funny, bro! How are you just gonna do him dirty like that? No! Oh! Ban him! Ban him! He's banned! He's banned! Put it in timeout! That's not fun! No! You put it into a timeout for the next 5 minutes! Goodbye! I just pulled the queso. Yeah, ban him. Ban that guy. You're banned. Yeah, you're banned, chat. I'm sorry, you're banned. Oh, I gotta take this off. My arm's getting too hot. Oh, man, this is some gripping dialogue here, man. I was not expecting this. Buds, ban him! It's just 5 minutes. He'll be back soon. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh. You're fat. You know, you can still back out of it. Damn, bro. Olivia's response is to insert a coin slowly, without breaking eye contact with Buster, with what I can only describe as a predatory leer. She does kind of look like a Totodile. She then slams her fist on the start button. Buster instantly moves his cursor towards a different character. Damien next to me lets out a soft gasp. What? What's wrong? Buster's character is like 3 kinds of bullshit is what's wrong. What? Well, for one thing, he's usually gentleman's band and turning. Sorry. He's usually gentleman's band in tourneys, and his mouth is moving, but all that comes out is alien words. Buster lets out a chuckle and turns to Olivia, giving her a smug grin. Olivia doesn't seem at all fazed by Buster's character choice, clinking her joystick lazily. As soon as Olivia picks her character, the game's announcer blares the name aloud. Ah! Really? That's where it comes from. Huh. So her name is Olivia, for those who don't know. The name of the game is I Wani Play That Gator. And her text name is... The text name that... The text name that she has, that she put in our contact, is Liv, as in Olivia, Long, which I can only guess, Wani. Damien turns to look at me. The excitement in his face is overbearing. That's Olivia's main! Oh man, this is gonna be one hell of a fight if Olivia's breaking out. So, is this Wani Long a good character? Shortest explanation you'll understand is yes. What's the long one? If you don't know what a Shoto... Bro, McAllis, can you explain what a Shoto is? Is that something you're aware about? Because I got no clue, man. I got no clue. Bah. While Damien rambles on, I recall Olivia's motivation just to get here. That look she had. That more than anything piques my interest. My curiosity. So, how good is Olivia with her? Damien's reply is to only give me a big wide grin. Oh, you'll see. A loud soundbite from the captain's speaker signals the start of Olivia's match. Given the way Damien spoke Olivia's skills, like it was derived from an ancient scroll, I expected it to be a flurry of pixelated beatdowns and tactful controller play. Instead, it looked like nothing at all. On the large display, both characters are just shifting back and forth. The joists, they're just doing the dance to see who gets hit first. They're just spot dodging. The joystick in Olivia's and Buster's hands clacking about furiously. Honestly, it looks more like they're attempting to make their digital avatars tap dance. Yeah, that's basically it. That's like a big part of some fighting games. Oh, what, did I miss something? I don't want to turn my eyes away in case anything happens. No, like they're trying to get a read on each other. Bro, this is like some Smash Bros nerdiness that I feel like I only have like a 10% like iceberg awareness level on. Shotos are the Thank you, McAllis! Woo! Thank you. I'm going to read that out loud right now. Shotos are the easy-to-learn characters that are good for newcomers to pick up and use. Examples like Ryu, Ken, Terry Bogard, Liu Lang, and Cyclops. Thank you. I never would have known that. They're dash dancing. Yep. It's like they're trying to predict what the other will do so they can counter and steal the match. Ah. They're like they're sizing each other up, basically. There's a heavy clank and thump on the floor in front of me. Livy's tail lashed in the base of the cabinet, while Buster's Thagomizer had managed to crack into the concrete floor beneath him. On the screen, the characters finally made contact and sent each other flying in opposite directions. Behind me, the crowd started cheering, finally excited that there was some actual action happening. David is hollering next to me, cheering on Olivia with all his might. Yo, this is actually hype. Bro, what is this, man? Honestly, though, it's always fun. Like, it can be very fun to like go to a fighting game tournament and watch what's happening. Cause like it was always fun to go into my little brother's tournaments, whenever I could. They're really cool. Liu Kang. Oh yeah, Liu Kang. Yeah, from Mortal Kombat. Though the excitement dies down again as the duo resumes their cyber posturing, my eyes darted between Olivia and Buster. Olivia's completely absorbed in the match. Her eyes are wide and full of killing intent. Buster, on the other hand, seems like he can barely contain his fury. 10 seconds on the clock, Olivia comes in clutch, punishing Buster's character with an impressive string of attacks. He manages to get away with a single pixel of health, just as the time limit runs out. Winner! Wani Long! The crowd goes nuts as Olivia's victory is announced. And you know what? I can't help but cheer along with them. Olivia slumps into her mobile seat and lets out a sigh before returning to her original position. Buster lets out a snort, twists and stretches his neck, and cracks his knuckles before once again gripping the controls tight. Round 2! Clash and trash! The crowd returns to a more silent state of observing the match closely. Only low murmurs as they gawk at the two highly skilled players. The words passed around reach me, attempting to draw my eyes away. Weird for him. Surprise is not doing the... Is he playing with her? Come on, Olivia! Damien's shout reaches above the rest of them, nearly blew out my eardrums, but I shared his sentiment as the stylized characters exchange simple blows. The timer continues to click down, Buster once again being put on the defensive. With how all the previous bouts went, Buster always had control with a cutthroat level of offense, but I didn't think of him being this passive. The countdown once again hit 0, this time with Olivia's character slouching in defeat, and the crowd cheering again, though less enthusiastically than before. You got this, Olivia! Just one more win, you'll be champ again! Olivia's shoulders tense up at what he said. All eyes stare directly at her. Damien! Go on, Hot Wheels, show them why you're the best! She groans a bit and refocuses on the screen. The group simmers down, to silence in anticipation of the start of the final match. The sudden silence actually catches me off guard for a second. Long enough for my own doubts to catch up to me. Buster's playstyle. It's like he's not really trying. The match starts, and the hype flares up. Right back up. That's stupid of me to think. He's a gamer bro type champion type. He's got way too much to lose. And yet... Hey, Damien. Yeah? Do you notice anything off about Buster's playing? You notice it too? Guess I'm just paranoid then. Like, I didn't really watch your match, but he's always so... Passive? No. But like, these two are crazy good, so maybe this is all mind games. As if he's gonna throw the game and let her win. We glance back at the ongoing battle happening on the screen, and I take notice of Buster's hand movements. Olivia launches her character into Fierce combo. Sure enough, Buster hesitates just enough to let his character get hit by the first blow. That's brilliant timing. This is crazy. Huh? Then it hits me all at once like a freight train. The way... No way! No way, bro is actually trying to be ableist now of all times? Buster, by the way. The way Buster was looking down at Olivia, how he didn't want to take her challenge. All the excuses he was giving. No! What? What? He's not used to playing against women? What? But also, he's throwing the whole... No way! No! What the hell? What the hell? He's throwing the whole match, isn't he? Damn it. Even here, Olivia was right. Damien, I think he's taking it easy on her. You think so? Damien takes a moment to ponder what he said. Dang. Even here. That's what I was thinking. Should we do something? What, interrupt the match? Everyone is having fun. The crowd whoops again. Only now it sounds a bit different. Hollow. Mocking. Damien's frills sag with concern. He turns to me. What we came here for is a good time. If she can't tell, what's the harm? Jeez. You know what I mean. Don't tell me I have to decide whether or not to tell her or not. I could stand up for her. I mean, just being there for Olivia when Mia was getting on her went pretty alright. But that was a while ago. I just don't know. Look over the crowd again. The match is about halfway done, judging by the remaining health pools. Interesting options. Interesting options. I mean, I'm going to say cheer Olivia on. I know Olivia normally doesn't like this from strangers, but I'm no stranger to Olivia. She knows my intentions. We're friends. On screen, looks at the characters about to strike one another with their feet. I cup my hands in my mouth. Go, Olivia! You got this! Damien recoils from my scream. Maybe I popped his eardrum, judging by his glare he levels at me. Then he raises 2 fingers to his mouth. Whee! Heck yeah, you got this! Even Liz tries to join in, shouting down the crowd with her own cheers. Oh, you know what would be cool? You can do this, Hot Wheels! Yeah, Hot Wheels, go! Olivia flinches and turns my head to look back at us for a bit. Curiously, so does her opponent. She sees us cheering and gets her usual disfavored, furrowed brow. No way I'm sticking to my guns. Eyes and screen, Hot Wheels! He's gonna get you! Beat him without even looking! She stares at the crowd, looking at me. It's only an instant, but it feels longer. Her subtle scowl cracks. Then it completely folds into smirk back. This feels like the right choice! She fades back to the screen with renewed vigor. Buster shakes his head to snap himself from his own slog. Like he was only intending to lose by a little. He's picking up the pace and... Okay, good. This is when he actually decides to try. Okay, good stuff. Oh, that was a wet loogie. Oh, man. I feel like I'm about to start a new pandemic. It feels so diseased. He's picking up the pace now. Only time. The match time's out. Bah! Dang. Want to go another round? People need a winner. Actually, might have to run to the restroom real fast. Shit. Yeah. It's down that way. Bros, looks like he's sweating. Olivia turns and smiles at me again. It's warm. She then goes off to the restroom. Buster waits for her to get out of earshot and scrambles over to Damien and I. Hey, you two. You guys weren't serious, right? Huh? You were saying Hot Wheels. That's not... No way, bro! He's not... Bro! She's a legend! No way! That's not really her, right? The Hot Wheels from a decade ago? Yep, it's her. Why? Damn, I feel like a jackass! Bro is putting respect on her name! You were throwing for her, weren't you? A little. Your buddy, Finhead, gave me some sob story about her during our match, and I felt bad, okay? Who wants me to know what the ass... I'm not reading that! I'm not reading that, but y'all can read that. I'm not reading that. Oh, Buster was being hospitable to the young lady. Who the fuck? Shut up! Yo, Buster... No! That's actually what I suspected. I thought he was simping. Piss off! But yeah, I didn't mean any disrespect or anything. Honestly, it is kind of disrespectful. In its own way. Crap, I didn't know she had history here. I should have had more respect than that. He sighs. So he is actually more than a two-dimensional character. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? What do you do now? I'll play for real. Hey, he actually looks like an actual person now, instead of just some caricature. It's what she deserves. That's all we ask. Now he's locked back in. Buster nods and turns the thumbs up. He cracks his knuckles and neck in preparation for his first legitimate match of the day. You still can't simping though. Shut the hell up. No! What? No! What? I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I mean, I did say a whole bunch of stuff, but I didn't say it now. It's a different Dave. Different Dave. Different Dave. I am definitely going to say that, though. That is kind of funny. That's in the game. And I took that personally. Double roasted. And I took that personally. You think that's baked into the game's code? Maybe. Olivia returns, sliding up to the machine once more. Thanks for waiting. No problem. Ready? You know it. Good. Because you're going down this time. See, now he's actually slightly likable. They give each other one last competitive lead before putting on all their focus on the screen. Just before, Buster chooses the OP character and Olivia picks Wani Long. As soon as their in-game announcer yells, "Fight!" Buster immediately goes in for the kill. The total opposite of how he's playing last match. It catches Olivia off guard for a moment, lending her character to eat a massive combo that takes away a good chunk of her health. True to his word, he isn't holding back this time for Olivia's sake, dealing her the same level of beatdown brutality he gave to his opponents before her. This seems to only invigorate her, putting her skills and hands into overdrive. Even though Buster's going at full force, Olivia still manages to get Wani Long to land a few punches and kicks, along with evading some attacks. The crowd seems to notice the reappearance of Buster's lethality, causing an uproar of cheers and whoops. Damien, of course, follows suit. "You got this, Hot Wheels! Kick his ass!" Can't Lynn be the only one, right? "Show him why you're the champ!" Unfortunately, not even Olivia could beat Buster's true fighting skills, and like his previous opponents. Okay. That's a good pun. That is a good pun. KO Bold wins! The crowd is a mix of groans and cheers and excitement and the ill-fated feat of Olivia. Buster crosses his arms, basking in his self-pride of being the legendary Hot Wheels. "Damn, you really handed my ass to me." Didn't I say I was kind of a big deal around here? Yeah. But I gotta admit, you gave me a real challenge. I can see why you're known as the champ. Thanks. If you're ever up for a rematch, you know where to find me. It's a nice song. And with that, Olivia makes her way over towards us, a smile beaming across her face. Alright, who's next? We exit the crowd into a more spacious part of the arcade. "That was awesome, Liv!" Eula gave him a run for his money. I know, right? I mean, I know I'm a bit rusty, but the moment I got my hands on the controls, he gave me a real fight. I was so close to beating him. Despite having been outmatched and losing to Buster, she seems to be having even more fun than ever. I'm feeling all jittery after that fight. That's the gamer rush settling in for you. Hey, you know they do sell food here, right? We should get some more snacks to celebrate. Well, I was smelling grease, so I was just assuming it was... He takes his own order and starts marching down another direction. David, wait for the rest of us! Food, huh? You know what? I could go for a little something. Yeah? It's getting pretty late? Come on, they went this way. Olivia starts plowing through the crowd once more. Oh boy, this again. I'll call it exercise. That was a fun little arc. The snack bar is a small cutaway from the rest of the building, segregated by different style tiling and brighter fluorescent lighting. There's not a lot of options aside from what you'd expect. Pizza, ice cream, chicken strips, pickles, and the like. When Damien asked for 2 slices of pizza, Liz got excited. The moment he got the food, however, he was already eating one while holding the other. He wasn't even thinking about his woman! Massive faux pas! Massive faux pas! She seemed really annoyed, but took his offer to let him pay for her food. Okay. Alright, that's something. He offered to pay for Olivia and myself, but the last thing I want for him to do is drain his wallet any further, knowing their living situation. It's barely over $10, so it's not like it bothers me. Olivia had gotten an order of chicken wings slathered in hot sauce. I just wanted the classic chicken strips and one of the sodas I recognized from the school vending machine. We'd take a seat at one of the few open tables. I struggled not to think about how often they're cleaned. Damien doesn't bother sitting with us. He just heads right back into the fray with both arms occupied by his dinner. Liz follows after Damien to keep track of him. At least her head does. That is really awkward. Olivia barely even sets down her tray before... She is... She is devouring those wings, bro. Suddenly shift myself away from the maelstrom of molars and claws. Damien probably said he'd cover the meal because he knew Olivia would get like this. Sheesh, Hot Wheels. Would you like some actual meat on that? I didn't even know wing bones could get that big. Olivia responds by snapping a bone in two between her teeth. The marrow squirts out a little, and she has to get a napkin to wipe her cheek. Listen, I like wings as much as the next person, but that is brutal. Suddenly my own chicken tender meal looks even more unsavory, so I push it aside, looking closer at the tooth tornado. It only takes moments for her to accept my offering with no manners whatsoever. Thank you. Don't mention it. So, after we finish, any other plans? Olivia ponders my words while rolling a bone around her mouth like it's a lollipop stick. It's just a chicken bone, Inko. An oddly large chicken bone. I don't know. I've basically done all I want to by now. Damon's probably got another 20 minutes before he burns out. I imagine that she's yawning too. I'm cool to hang here unless you want to do something. Yeah, she's got that tired look on her face again. Nah, I don't play games much. Yeah, this is definitely not my self-insert character because that is not me. I had fun playing games with you though. Olivia looks away for some reason. We should do this sort of thing more often. Yeah? Of course, I've never had this much fun outside my previous schools. Maybe because I never had many friends to hang out with. That's kind of sad. Bro got roasted bad. Unfortunate. It is, but it looks like moving here was a change for the better. Plus, it's just fun hanging out with you. Though stained with sauce, Olivia's lips curled into a smile. And Liz and Damien too, of course. Well, I have to admit, the way Liz gravitates towards Damien, it's almost like she had all of this set up. What do you mean? Well, Damien and Liz are pretty close, so maybe she's using this as an opportunity for them to get closer. Oh, you don't say! It's almost like we're in a... Ow! He said it! Ah! No way! There it is, folks. Oh, no. Really? No! Oh, no. It's too late. It's over. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Don't say that. Since we hang out together pretty often, people might start thinking we're together. Something whips into my back. Yeah, I wonder what that was. Gah! Olivia grabs hold of her tail. Grab! Sorry! Yeah. Oh, no! We don't even know! Bro doesn't even know! I had fun today. Going out like this for the first time in ages. Seeing this place again, it's nice. That Buster guy said they renovated a bit in the last few years. Is anything else changed? Olivia looks into the depths of the arcade, looking for anything different. You know what? I think the wallpaper's changed. But other than that, she turns back to me with a nostalgic grin. Nope, it stayed the same. You know what's changed, though? What? The people here. What, like employees? Them too, but I meant the regulars. When I came here, the place was always more... Her tongue probes her cheek as she considers different words. More hectic? No, more packed. It was so easy getting through here today. I recall her almost running over some people to get across the building. With that look she had back then, I don't think she would have noticed if she had. Olivia's gaze lingers back towards the arcade machines. Back then, every machine was crowded. It was a lot louder, and there was always this... something in the air that had everyone excited. Well, what about when you and that guy were playing Jurassic? Oh, yeah, it was like that. But way more. Like, it felt like every machine had a crowd around it. Everyone was just getting crazy and always had it was always a pain to wait your turn. With the heaviest of sighs, Olivia turns back toward me. It just feels empty, like everything else nowadays. I mean, empty is good. You're able to get around easily. Near hit and runs notwithstanding. In person, this place feels kind of crazy to me. Even here in the tiny food court, I can feel the rumbling loudness of all the people here resonate through my body. Her only response was a non-committal hum. Olivia handles her flask carefully, staring down the sticker I've noticed earlier with a wistful look. I remember that Liz mentioned about it being some old show she watched. Is she a weeb? Bro, if that little flame I see on her t-shirt is like the Solaris symbol, I think I might die. I think I actually might die. What's it from? Oh, it's some old anime I remember watching growing up. It's nothing really special. Some anime, huh? What's it about? Ah! That's the way to a girl into this girl's heart is anime. No. Big Eye Wani. Oh no, we just talked about her specific hyper interest. Sure, I never really caught on the whole anime stuff, but I'd like to know what it's about. Well, if you really want to know, it's not like any of the anime. It's called No! Get out! Get out while you still can! It's Gundam! No! Get out! Get out now! No! See, there's this guy with a mask called Char, and he's like the sexiest man in the universe. He's got this cool like helmet and everything, and he's like super mysterious anti-hero. Oh my god, this is so freaking nerdy. I don't have the heart to get into Gundam, but I know for a fact that Gundam has fans. I once saw what that like Calvin and Hobbes meme that there are two types of shonen. There's like your Goku, your Dragon Ball shonen, and Gundam. I gotta find it again. It was so freaking funny, bro. But yeah, it's like I know Code Geass is like Gundam. I know Gurren Lagann is like Gundam. Let's see. I'd say Kill la Kill. I'd add Kill la Kill just because the fabrics are like Gundam. I gotta try and find this. I gotta find this for chat. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can. Let's see. I post so many memes, bro. That should be a shocker. I think I have it somewhere. Oh, where did I put that? Where did I put that? If I don't have it, I'm gonna be so sad. I think I need like... No, do I need an actual minute to find this? I really hope not. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be sad. Oh, it was Calvin Hobbes. I know that much. No! Don't tell me. It couldn't have been that long ago, bro. I've been scrolling for like a good 20 seconds now. It couldn't have been that long. Ah. Anyways. We're gonna go back to our feature presentation. Ah, Gundam. Oh, Gundam. Given that I'm clueless to as it was with the whole fighting terminology, the plot sounds completely esoteric. The sticker of the symbol was worn by a faction of space noids fighting for their independence. Sounds like a just a noble group with a goal like that. Watching her talk so passionately about the series franchise, oh, that's a lot. For how long? But that's an alternate universe stuff. And then there's martial arts one. She continues the description of the franchise. I start to realize how enamored I've become. Not just about hearing the show, but from seeing Olivia talking about her favorite show with such passion and energy. She's a weeb! She's a gamer and a weeb! I can see why this appeals to many people and individuals. It is not shocking. I find myself engrossed in her voice as she recounts a particular version of the anime. I know, I think I almost watched Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. I think that's what it was called. Yeah, I that was one that I think I maybe saw in the early 2000s. No! My bad, that's 2015. 2017. I know 86. 86 is Gundam. 86 is great. I watched the first season. Or just mech. I guess like Gundam like is like the mech series. 86 is really good. I do wanna reiterate that. Let's see. As she's taking to emulating segments from the show. And in the end, he finally admits it's one of the best romances Gundam's done. And her sudden pause worries me. What's wrong? Nothing! Doesn't sound like nothing. Rather, the roughness of her tone again. And her throat finally ran dry. Alright, gotta go, man. But thanks for streaming. Hope you had a good night. I did! Please come back whenever you like, and looking forward to Sunday. Please take care and all the best, man. Doesn't sound like nothing. Yep. Do you need another refill? I'm good. She drinks deeply from a canteen that started this all off. It's been a while since she talked herself dry like that. In fact, I can recall the last time she desperately needed to hydrate like that. I think maybe it was around the start of school. She released the canteen, lets out a relief out. Breath of relief. Better? Olivia nods. Yeah, anyway, where did I leave off? Actually, I've probably been babbling on too long about it. Oh no, I don't mind at all. Nah, that's fine. Besides, let me talk about my favorite shows. Tell me about yours. Mine? Well, I haven't finished anything. Just mostly video essays about old shows. I'm told that I can call myself a fan of video games without having played them. But does that apply to TV? Olivia sure has taste. She can tell me exactly what kind of shows she likes and why she likes it. I used to know bits of trivia. No, that can't. I am in both camps. I can gush about my favorite stuff, but I also have watched video essays and like little things, and so I know little bits of trivia about things that I've never watched before. Thank you, Nostalgia Critic. Thank you, James Rolfe. Thank you, I finished a video game. And many more. But, yeah. No, that can't be right. I've seen lots of things in passing. Like... Bro, this is not me. If this was me, I'd be talking to you about Mystery Dungeon, mainstream Pokemon, Paper Mario, From Software games, what else? Gosh, those would be the big ones, I think. Legend of Zelda, Metroid, gosh, there's so much. There's so much I would talk about. Oh. Let's see. Oh, man. Well, shoot. I have no swag! I guess I spent more time watching in-depth video essays about shows than actually watching them. Man, that's embarrassing. No, it's not. Maybe a little bit. Yo, bro, she's casting shade. Okay, maybe a little. But it's never too late to get into it. See what you like or don't. Next time you're over at my place, we can binge watch a whole anime. You know, I know I'm a boring old adult with no job, but those were good times when I got to do that with my friends and the individuals I got to date. Just binging a whole series in one day. Like, I don't need to spend... I'm the type of person, like, I don't mind going out to eat or, like, going for a movie. But, like, literally, I would just do this and I'll be in heaven. I'll just be in my own little world and having a great time. You need to try making a video trivial about FE3 sometime. Game like that needs a video trivial for all the neat stuff. Even some basic mechanic people don't know, like Dragonstone, the orbs. I know Oblock on Twitter and Blue Sky has been doing a lot of that, McAllis. Not video trivia, but I know Oblock posts a lot of trivia about FE3 and, like, other stuff from the Kaga era. Next time you're over at my place. Oh, I wish. I like the sound of that. I do like the sound of that. But if it ever gets too intense, you can always watch Power Raptors with Vinny. I was a fan of Power Rangers when I was younger. I don't remember how big, but it was big enough that when I was sick in the hospital, there were some people who actually came and dressed like Power Rangers that took a photo with me. I have the photo somewhere. I don't know if it's in my album behind me or if it's somewhere else. But that is like one of the craziest things that I think I ever got away with as a kid. Hey! Relax. Toku shows like that aren't just for kids to like. It's funny though. I remember my dad letting me watch as a kid, and Vinny got into it because I showed him. If you don't mind me asking, you mentioned your dad's in and out of town because of his job. What is it exactly? He's on contact with the Department of Defense? The DOD? Her dad's a defense contractor? No way! I couldn't imagine binging an entire show in a day. I can barely watch it in a month. I binged you in 1 month before it got taken off Netflix. I mean, I would imagine it's more like the shorter series, like the 12 episode series, or maybe even the 24 episode series. 24 episode series sounds crazy. Like, maybe I think I could see like series that I could binge in a day. Probably be something like Parasite the Maxim, Psychopaths, if I chose to give it a chance. Erased. Full Metal Alchemist over a couple of days. What else, bro? What else? Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann, Don Da Don. What else? Death Note and Chill. There we go. That's a good one. He's in contact with the DOD. Oh, really? Yep, been working on the Air Force since I was a baby. Normally he isn't called that often, but when he does, it's pretty lengthy. Weeks, even months. That must suck. It isn't too bad. We still call each other and send messages. The work just keeps him busy. Well, that's good. Keeping in touch with your folks is important. Why do I feel sad now? What your parents... I'm glad that it seems like her relationship with her dad is good. It makes me think that maybe her mom died in childbirth, though. That's where I'm guessing this is going. Well, mine are joint partners in architect. That's why I move around a lot, and the main reason why we're here in Volcaldera. Volcaldera. I have to pronounce the cal part out loud. Volcaldera to begin with. Ah, now it makes sense. What does? You know. She points at my shades in the jacket. Having on a jacket and shades doesn't automatically make me rich, Olivia. Dude, who else wears clothes from Abercrombie and Flint and has an extra pair of Ray A bands and sunglasses on them? People in mansions, that's who. I don't live in a mansion. For information, it's a 2-story complex with an automatic gate. Oh. To be fair, her dad's a defense contractor. Those guys make good money. Mainly for war. I see what you mean. Now you get it, moneybags. Suddenly Liz starts waving her hands around excitedly. Uh-oh. This ought to be good. What the? Hey, go! Olivia! Damien rushes in, both arms filled with a pile of tickets. Whoa, mama, that's a lot of tickets. And the other end is still trailing behind him. Damien got the jackpot, the Megala millionaire. This is probably like 1,000 tickets. I'm going to see what the prizes gets to the prize corner. Come on. Probably not a lot. Those things always feel like they undersell. Holy crap. Alright, yeah. You done eating, Olivia? She takes the basket of chicken strips and pushes back from the table. Yeah. I roll my eyes and fall behind Damien to the prize counter. Nose blowing. Also, I do want to reiterate, thank you for the explanation about what the Shotos are for fighting games. I do sincerely appreciate that because I am pretty much a Neanderthal when it comes to terms outside of, like, Smash. Okay. He plops his winning stash on the counter in front to the unamused clerk. So what'll this get me? Nothing. You need to drop those in the... Nothing. You need to drop those in the ticket counter first. Ah, damn. Nearly forgot. He rushes off to get them counted, so I look over the options. There's a few old games off the top shelf for several thousand. What's that exchange rate supposed to be? Below me is a glass counter with a bunch of candy and small plastic novelties. There's a lot of joke items, whoopee cushions, air horns, things like that. I actually did get a whoopee cushion at one arcade through that way before. I think I also... What did I get on my shelf from... Best thing I get from an arcade was prize counter is 2 plastic swords. Then I got gifted 2 more from my friends. So I was rocking the Moral Savant 4 swords that night. Those and candy. What did I get? Is there anything here on my shelf that I ever got from an arcade? I don't think so. Nah. That stuff is probably somewhere else. I think I got a Slinky from one. What do you think I'll get? Probably the mini RC car. Or no, that plasma globe. He's gonna get the handful of candy and let us have the rest. You think so? And I'm back! He hands the tickets over. I spot the number 1,247 printed on the ticket. Damn, that's enough for one of the plushies on the wall. Let's see. I want... Hey, how about that? He points to a small foosball table on the top shelf. The cook glances up at it and back. That's gonna be like another few thousand. Ah, dang it. Well, I'm out of ideas. Guess I'll have some of those then. The clerk gets a small bag of chocolates from the display. You guys can have the rest. I don't really need anything here. Nothing's really speaking to me either. I might want something. Olivia scans the corner. Oh, this ought to be good. There's still enough tickets for a medium prize. She might be going for a paddle ball or something. I have 4 plastic cheap swords sitting in my corner. I'm afraid to use them because I feel like they're on the verge of breaking. Aw, man. Yeah, well, I feel like on stream I might show off my sword collection one day. Is it one of these, McAllis? Let's find this. Is it like... I hope that doesn't cause a big thing. Is it like one of these? Is it like a pirate sword, or is it like a proper long sword? Like a scimitar. Curved swords. They had curved swords. Skyrim. Well, look at that. She points to the plushie corner. The blue slug thing? No, next to it. It's a stupid little otter or manatee. No, it's a katana. Ooh, foam katana sounds cool. The only one of its kind. I kind of want to drop kick it. Ooh, drop kick the baby seal. That one? I don't know. Something about it makes me want to. I don't know. Don't say it. Tie it to a firework and set it off in a deep fire. I just think you're the same thing. You guys are rude. They have sheaths. Ooh, that's cool. Ooh, that's cool. You guys are rude. I'm not saying you're wrong though. He looks like he's the reason we have taxes. I hate its face. He thinks he's better than all of us. I've gotten used to it. It's been around for years. Tell it I hate it. You don't really want it, right, Olivia? He's just like me. No! Her eyes are bright and wide. She's in love. Oh. Oh, that hurt. Oh, no. Oh. Well, that's annoying. Sorry about this. Oh. But yeah, having sheaths on plastic katana sounds so cool, bro. Okay. The Clark hands her the stuffed toy and she looks deep into its beady eyes. Yep, just like me. All good there, man? Yeah, I'm okay. Oh. I'm gonna set that on fire sometime. Nah, if you like having both arms. We have two for a reason. The argument continues. I mean, he is a stupid look at. Is it a fish or a manatee? For several minutes? Guys, it's getting late. I think this is time to head out. Oh shoot, she's right. Even though the weekend starts tomorrow, I still have a curfew that my folks are strict about. Agreed. Aw, I guess you're right. That was a fun little adventure. On the way out, Damien stops and breathes in deeply. You know, this was a lot of fun. Coming all here together for the first time in a while. Thanks for taking us, Liz. Oh, no, it's no problem. Thanks to you guys too. Yeah, man, it was fun. We should do this again sometime. Is it just like you remember it? Even better. I know I was a bit mad about the idea at first, but I'll admit, it was worth it. Back in the car, the argument picks up again. Aww. Again, that looks like... Guys, what is that? Is that like a dolphin? A manatee? No, it's not a manatee. I'm not sure. I'm just saying, you should try hiding pencils in its ears until they come out the other side of its head. If anyone hurts him, I'll kill you. She stares with razor intent back at Damien. Okay, let's not get into fratricide over a plush animal. Olivia hugs the wretched thing tighter. The dubious creature. The creature is demonic. The creature's demonic in nature. Very icky. No good. So, Inko, you want me to drop you off at your place? Ah, dang. Yes, please. I hadn't thought about that. I'll quickly send Liz the address of my house, which she puts into Gruggle maps. Buckled in, we head out of the parking lot and onto the main road. Entering the freeway, we pass into the city, now illuminated. The early fall sunset bathes the car's interior warm orange as we make our way home, and I find myself recalling all the spots Olivia had highlighted. I wanted to ask her again, just so I knew for sure. but seeing her rest peacefully gave me pause. This is a very cute scene. It looks like a fish. Yeah, I guess it's a fish. Suppose we can ask her for another time. Better to let the sleeping alligators lie. Wait, lay? Let her rest. She had fun. Now she's tired. That's all that matters. I know Olivia mentioned that place was updated, but I'd be lying to myself if I didn't say it looked a bit too grimy. Just hope I didn't get sick. Yep, I got sick. I've been completely out the whole weekend, sick like a dog. Oh no! Must have caught it in the arcade. First it was a slight headache, and now it was a stuffy nose. By Sunday I felt like my bones were made out of paper mache. I couldn't even go to school today. Man, this sucks. I should have ignored the signs. I saw the signs, and it opened up my eyes, and I am happy now. The rapid weather change isn't helping at all either. Between the pollen and the chills, worst part is I'm falling out of practice. I tried on and off every hour to watch a drawing tutorial, but within minutes my consciousness is overtaken by a fog, and I retreat back to bed. At this rate, I'll never actually have the skill people thought I had at the beginning of the contest. Between the sunlight obscuring clouds and my own bouts of unconsciousness, it feels like I've been sick for weeks instead of days. I would have asked my parents for some help, but they still at work, and the most they could be was simply calling in to school to let them know I was sick. He's got it. What are they called again? Oh no! I finished off the cup of the medicine I just made and get back to my noodles. The only reason I'm even conscious right now is because I figured some soup would help with the splitting headaches. I made sure the pantry is stocked full of cup ramen. I shoveled even more instant noodles in my mouth as I lie splayed on the couch, trying to watch whatever's on TV. I just decided the salty goodness. I set the salty goodness aside in favor of scrolling through the notifications on my cell phone. Of course I got a few dozen from Damien. Bless his heart, he's still giving me an hourly play-by-play of the school day. Got a few messages from Liz too. She's filling me on the school day, albeit not nearly as often as Damien. Even Olivia messaged me, and I feel oddly soothed to read her well wishes. Suddenly I get another notification, this time from Ben. It's a PDF of my homework, followed soon after by a simple get well soon animated emoji. Aren't I popular? I'll be sure to thank them in person when I'm better. Another wave of fuzziness washes over me as I pop a few flu meds and chase it down with a few gulp of lukewarm chicken broth. 3 days of being sick as a dog, and it's only occurred to me that I haven't seen any signs of... Huh? I thought I already got my grocery delivery today. Or was it yesterday? Whatever. I push myself upright on the couch-turned sickbed, uncaring for all the styrofoam cup noodles and plastic wrappers that fall onto my carpet. Wow! I really let things out of hand. My head is spinning as I make the arduous 20-foot journey. I check through the people and nothing is there. Maybe it's a small child. Tri-Scout cookies sound awesome right now. One hand works undo the locks when I'm focusing to find my wallet with the other. Damn poofy sleeves. If I weren't so Whoa! She just rolled in? Olivia? What are you doing here? In spite of her cheerful greeting, Olivia shifts side to side in her seat, and her knees totter together. Mr. Ikedan wanted to give you the project worksheets for his classes. She pulls her seat back from behind her chair and reaches in, drawing out a manila envelope and waving it in my face. My dizziness intensifies as my eyes attempt to track the rapidly moving object in front of them. Oh, the one about Baroque? Thanks. Pretty sure Ben had sent me those as PDFs. She snorts and lets the packet go, my hands fumbling to catch it before it hits the floor. Without batting an eye, Olivia pushes past me, as if wandering to someone's house is an everyday occurrence for her. Come on, the project is going to finish itself, huh? She's already hot-wheeled herself to my couch and set a backpack on the copy table. Hey, I figured you'd use some help on her. And balks at the amount of junk I'd left. I think her nose crinkles. Hard to tell from too far away. Yeah, Minko, you live like this? My head finally catches up with what's transpired. Olivia's here now. Cool. What is the sun? What isn't is this? Something about the sentence doesn't make sense to me. What isn't is the sun? What isn't is the sudden onset of vertigo. Guess I was just standing upright for too long. Something about this. He's trying to say like what it's not, like it was vertigo or it wasn't vertigo. Something about the sentence just is not clear to me. Or just the way, maybe on the inside when they were writing this, it sounded okay, but when you say it out loud, it doesn't really flow smoothly. What isn't is the sun onset of vertigo. Guess I was standing upright for too long. I only managed to stay up long enough thanks to the support of the wall. What? Just how sick are you? Pretty sick. The disgust that was on her face is wiped away as she looks at me. Huh. Oh no! Why is the floor coming at... Oh my gosh. Owie. After my impromptu tumble, Olivia had done her best to pull me up and get me on the couch. My rope did make it easy to drag the smooth corner of my house. Okay, forget the project. What project? Attaboy. I can't tell if the dizziness is new or not. Olivia's already started picking up the trash mountain, moving whatever she can into the grocery bag. Watching her with my vision going fuzzy only intensifies the vertigo. Guess I should take more of my medicine. I grab a can of soda from the half-empty case on the table, along with the bottle of cough syrup. I open the can and bottle into the glass I've been using all weekend. Watch. That sounds disgusting! What? What? You're mixing cough syrup into soda? Who does that? Guys, that's not a normal thing to do. That's weird. What? Giving the glass a good swirl to ensure the best found product, I grin and gulp down my alchemical masterpiece. I don't get to finish the drink, however, as an olive green tail slams my midsection and makes me spit up the drink all over myself. The fuck are you doing? No wonder you've been sick as shit. What, I read online it makes the edits... Exactly! Buckley's tastes terrible, but it works, bro. What the hell is bro doing? You can't... Oh, man. Oh... Hey, Goat, you've been drugging yourself with... Oh! Oh, no! What? What? No! 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 What the hell? I didn't even know. I didn't even put two and two together. Holy crap, how are you alive? Oh, the smell of my spat up drink irritates my nose, and I feel my stomach roil from both the impact and the forced purging. I resist the urge to wrench, feeling all my energy drain away. This is just gross. This is so pathetic, man. Ugh. I feel completely spent again. My vision swims and turns counterclockwise. Bro, we roofied ourselves, man. I feel something on my head, and thankfully... Oh no. The blackness of my shut eyelids returns. The uprightness of the world, and the numbness I've grown used to overtakes my limbs. Oh my god. Inko? Inko, you okay? Oh man, stay there. I'll figure... Livy's voice is drowned by a drowning drone of white noise. Once again, the colors on the outside the window bleed and flood into my house. And I'm still without my rent money. Someone's in here and they're bent over something. Hey, you, what's going on? What the hell? What in the actual hell is this? Bro, what is this? Is this you by Nikki or something? Freaking Ebe? Oh my god, man. I am at a loss for words. I can't put down the cup! No! Dave Blunts, if you're here watching, this is the end result. I can't put down the cup. I can't put down the cup. No! No! Not like this! Not like this! Oh my god. Hang on. I'll try and help you out. No! No! What's going on? Where's Lucy? Where's my daughter? If a man comes from monkeys, then how does God solely exist? Oh no! I want a hug! Oh! Ah! He said it! He said it! I have a feeling this doesn't interact with story progress, whatever. This is just for jokes. What's this a reference to? Is this a reference to Taken? Don't say anything, you're completely incoherent. Incoherent. That's my name. Don't fucking say anything. My being fades into the void. Oh god. My head, what year is it? I sit up and glance around the room. Mom and Dad aren't back yet, even though it's... I have no idea, bro. You can tell me what Snoop game reference it is later. Some business meeting, huh? Wait, no, what's that smell? Dang, something's cooking. Smells nice. Guess Mom is home. Wonder what the occasion is. It's probably Olivia. Normally it's just reheated whatever. Very sorry. Excuse me. I put the couch pillows back to my parents like them, and head into the kitchen to see what's up. Wow, Mom, that smells good. Yeah, bro. Shit, sorry. I didn't know you were still here. Oh man, I passed out on you, didn't I? The assignment. It's fine. Feeling any better? Oh, are they not around very often? Yeah, they're usually busy with work stuff. Both have busy, well-paying jobs. I'm fine, don't worry, if you say so. We looked down the slow cooker and fiddles with one of the dials. Actually, are you? Do you really not have anyone around? No aunts, grandparents, no nothing? Like, my mom's gone and my dad's a whole nother story, but at least he stuck me with... Okay, so her mom's dead. My mom's gone and my dad's a whole nother story, but at least he stuck me with the pains. In that way, you're... Oh no! That is rough. That's rough. In a way, I guess you're worse off than me somehow. The last part she spoke was quieter, and with her downcast face, I couldn't help but feel like I wasn't meant to hear it. I feel like she's really potentially understanding that some people really can have it worse than her, at least socially speaking. Hopefully, at least it makes her not take them for granted as much. Well, yeah, you at least have your folks, but I don't think it does much good comparing your situations. I'll just have to be a better parent for my kids. Olivia flinches. I don't know why, though. Isn't that like what everybody wants? You plan to start a family? Yeah, of course. What about you? My dad really wants me to. He knows I'm pretty far from ideal. He told me before that he hopes I can make a... He's told me before that he hopes I can make a family work like how he couldn't. It'd be nice, but I mean, it's probably not going to happen. I think it can. Well, after you collapsed, I panicked. I had to call Aunt Mrs. Payne and ask what to do, if I should call emergency services. She said when this happens to Damien, she just makes him shepherd's pie and waits for him. Bro, shepherd's pie is actually goated. I'm going to make one with ground turkey. I'm going to hope it goes over well. I really hope it does. I'm going to try it with beef next time. I'll see. Because shepherd's pie is actually like underrated. I really want to try and get my hands on some cottage cheese before I do it. Or maybe I'll just use like whatever I have in my kitchen. Because it can be really packed with protein. And a good amount of veggies. Like a good amount of onions, carrots, peas, corn. And all in all, it's like it's a complete meal, so that makes it good. And it's very cozy. Waits for him to fall asleep it off. I had to root through your fridge and find out you have jack shit in terms of ingredients. And your appliances too. I thought a place as upscale as this would clearly have an air fryer. Clearly you don't have an air fryer. But all I could find was a slow cooker, so I threw the vegetables that hadn't expired into it with some stock. Should be good for your sinuses at least. I vaguely remember something along those lines. The cooker. I didn't even know we had half whatever's in there. Really? Why would your parents buy this kind of stuff just to let it rot away in the fridge? My mom does like to cook, but she doesn't do it often. I wish she would. The green Gator snorts. You know, I'm only spoiling you because you're sick. It's not that. I just miss dinner, you know? Sitting around the dining room and talking to each other. We don't really do that anymore, except maybe on holidays. Olivia winces. No kidding. Sorry to pry. I can't help but sigh as I think about my lackluster relationship with Mom and Dad. It's alright. Anyway, I did take you for the culinary type, Olivia. The awkwardness of just standing there and staring gets to me, so I just choose to take a seat at our island table. Man, these chairs are surprisingly comfy. It's actually the first time that the chairs were even used since we moved in. Thinking about it, Olivia's given me a lot of firsts now. Kinda wish Mom would make dinner again, like before she got that promotion. Olivia hums to herself. She moves toward the fridge, pulling out the egg carton, scowling after checking it. How often do you get groceries, Inko? I ordered some earlier. Actual groceries, not that junk? Oh. God, that was such a waste of money. Imagine if you could cook the food you'd like. I tried to, but my head starts to get a bit lighter. Though I can now practically taste the salivating smell coming from the cooker. Is that why you're in home ec? There's another low hum from her. She considers something. I want to be ready when I had a place of my own. It's actually relaxing. It just keeps my mind and hands busy when I'm alone. Plus, it's either this or, you know, both Mrs. Payne all the time. The cooker pings and signaling the stew's finished. Olivia takes off the lid of steam, erupts in the rich aroma of cooked meat and vegetables. Can you grab us some bowls? I'm guessing they're in the shelves above. I nod and get up, moving around the table to the shelf with all the bowls. I give the top a quick dust check, sticking it back in and taking the two under it. Olivia's already has a ladle ready, stirring the soup slowly. I set the bowls down next to her, and she ladles it in servings for us. Okay, moneybags, back to the couch. You don't want to leave the table? I can't. Oh, what? The island table doesn't really have a space for a chair to fit underneath. Plus, I really want to enjoy this with some quality entertainment. I figured we'd watch something together on the big flat screen you have. That's okay, right? Sure. I carried both. Honestly, it's probably going to be anime. I'm not going to be mad at that. I carried both bowls back to the couch. Seeing the entire living room floor has been cleaned up. Man, I really need to make this up to Olivia somehow. Just watching something doesn't feel like a fair deal at all. Not only cooking, but even cleaning up after. I'll find a way to repay her. I set down her dinner down the coffee table. Before Olivia can say a thing, I place both hands at the corner of the couch and push. I didn't think it'd be so hard, but then again, I am still out of sorts. The space created, however, is enough for Olivia to work the front of her chair in. Olivia gives me an appreciative nod, and angles a chair in a way to let her use her tail and the couch's armrest to pivot herself onto it. Oh no! I gave Olivia a small nod and smile as I grab my spoon off the table. Leaning closer to the bowl, comforting the aroma of the soup wafts into my stuffy nose. First time I'm getting goosebumps that aren't caused by cold flashes. I get a spoonful of Olivia's homemade remedy, making sure to get some meat and veggies as well. Still piping hot, I blow a bit of air on the spoon to cool it down. Bro, we're not a reptile, okay? Relax. What? Hey, the last thing I need is to watch and even this favor secondary burns all over my tongue. Whatever you say. God. She is okay, we may be the Anon, but she is also the Anon, if you get what I'm saying. I think what Olivia is 4chan's ideal woman. That is the vibe I'm getting. It is just struck me just now. She is basically wish fulfillment in a nutshell. She's crass. She's rude. She's still sensitive. She likes weeby, nerdy interests. She definitely feels like... She definitely feels like wish fulfillment. Which is in a game what this game is kind of. All romance. It's like self-inserted somewhat. Yes, I am analyzing this. Okay. Whatever you say. Once I feel it's sufficiently cooled, I slurp up my first spoonful. My dry, tired eyes close in bliss as the flavors wash over my taste buds, firing them all off like fireworks. To describe it as being good would be a severe understatement. The stock is rich and hearty. The meat is well cooked. It could easily fall off the bone it came from. And the vegetables gave it a nice aromatic touch. All of it is well seasoned and spiced. It's like I'm experiencing that scene from Compatui. Oh, man. That was a great scene, though, with the critic. Sensing and seeing the different flavors move and dance around in my mind. For a brief moment, I forget all about my fever, and only felt the warm presence of the soup envelop me like a cozy blanket. Like the Snuggie he's wearing. Is it good? Like a record scratch, I'm taken out of my experience and brought back to earth by the Baronix's voice. I look to see Olivia giving me a questioning look, idly crunching and munching her soup. I also realize I'm sunk into the couch, my arms to the side like a rag doll's. Felt like my body was weighed down for both my sickness and the soup. Guess I got lost in the broth. Got lost in the sauce. Wow, Olivia, this soup is amazing. Olivia rolls her eyes at my enthusiastic compliment, but lets out a tiny smile. It's nothing. I just threw shit together in a pot and called it food. Anyone could do that. Honestly, bro, that is like what 70% of cooking is. Using whatever you have available in your house to make things better. As long as you have an idea of the basics, knowing not to like put too much in. You know you can you can always put stuff in, but you know that you can't ever take it. It's hard to take it out, like salt, for example. But yeah. Some good. I'd say my favorite like cozy soup when I'm feeling sick is butternut squash. Roasted garlic butternut squash specifically. So you got the creaminess of the butternut squash. I like to use canned coconut milk instead of heavy cream, personally. And then maybe a little bit of honey for a tinge of sweetness. But also roasting some garlic. It just brings it up a notch, man. It's so good. So good, bro. Olivia looks away, once again cutting herself short. With weak strength, I lift myself up from the couch's gravitational pull to better look at the shine scaly. I'm serious, this is the most delicious soup I've ever had. Olivia moves her head back closer to me, but still avoids my gaze. Her smile a little weaker. Alright, I get it. Don't make it sound better than it is. It's just helping out your flu. I'm not saying it because of the flu. Honestly, you have real talent for cooking. Olivia turns toward me. Her smile is still small, but filled with honest joy. You really think so? I nod, even as the soothing warmth of Olivia's soup settles in, and manage to return her meek smile with my own tired one. I know so. Her eyes dart around for anything else to focus on, desperately trying to redirect her fluster. She shakes the flush of her face and checks checks around for her bag. Well, I'll get going. Going? Thought you were wanting to get caught up on your shows. Well, remote's right here. It's the least I could do after you helped today. What were you wanting to watch? She eyes the remote and the oversized screen on her wall. A few things, nothing in particular. Remember you asking last month for some recommendations, so I've been thinking of a few things you might like. But if you're sick and all, I don't want to. Yeah, I'd love to see what you have. My parents probably won't be back to hog it for a few hours, if they come back at all tonight. So it's a pretty good time. Really sure? Yeah, sure. Show me all about the deep cultural meaning of the animated dinosaur folk cartoons. Oh my god, you're lucky I'm just sick right now. Yep. Olivia takes the remote and flicks the TV on. After getting the initial shock of the screen being taller than she is, she navigates to the streaming site and picks some colorful series I've only seen in passing. This one is a rough pilot, but it gets better a few episodes in, and the animation is top notch. She flips the first episode on, and establishing a fight scene unravels while Olivia moves back by the couch with me. Yo, this is the... When's the firework arc gonna happen, guys? Are we gonna get a beach? Actually, we did technically get a beach episode with the pool party. But yeah, we gotta have a firework episode at some point. It's gotta happen. It's bound to happen. The tropes write themselves. I move my arm out of the way to make room. Oh, sorry. Should have asked. Of course you're welcome to sit. I know, but thanks. We focus back to the show. Well, I do. Olivia's glancing my way after every joke and expensive shot to analyze my reaction. And when it's not for that, it's a foreshadowing that something a bit cheesy was about to happen. Eventually, the first episode closes, and the heroes are ready to begin their journey for real in the following one. The credits scroll, and Olivia swishes her hair aside with her fingertips. So, yeah, it's pretty good, I guess. I don't know, what do you think? I liked it, yeah. Really? Well, they got the whole season. Do you want to see more? No! She's so excitable. It's not even funny, bro. This is what all true warriors strive for. I'm gonna call that one Wani hype. This is the pilot episode. She fumbles the remote in her hands and still has to catch it in midair. Well, yeah. Just figure you should know what's going on since you're not lost, you know? But if you want to keep watching this, that's fun too. She quickly pushes the button to start next episode without my response. Cute is all that runs through my mind as her attempts to cover for her small mistake. Wait, what happened? Oh, so he thought we just wanted to see the pilots as opposed to whole seasons. That's kind of funny. She's probably just refreshing her memory and wonder why I thought. He's finally catching on. Again, it's like I can't help but view this as a third-party observer and not put myself directly in Inko's shoes, even though he's meant to be a blank canvas. But yeah, I think this is the part where he's like, oh no, I have fallen for the Gator girl. Well, it does. Hell, even Deering. Every time she glances over as if I wouldn't enjoy the show. Sure, Mom and Dad aren't in any rush to back. The characters on screen freeze. Shoot, did the Wi-Fi go out again? Try to stand up, but with brutishly heavy limb anchors my lap back down. Olivia's tail feels like a boulder across my legs, keeping me from standing. Olivia? I paused it, Inko. Oh. There's a complicated expression on her face. Is it normal? Is what normal? She chews on her lips slowly in consideration. Your parents, are they, like, really not going to be back? Wow, she really pities us, eh? They're always busy with work. I feel shifting next to me. Olivia's inched herself closer. No! Like, when I think about it, I barely see them at all. Aww, are we gonna get the hug? Are we gonna get the hug? I wonder sometimes. No! It's Dover! Does anyone even care? Damn. Damn. That's rough. That's rough. Like, even if her dad is gone, she still knows that her dad loves her, and he tries to keep contact with her, but, man, like, for all the memes and all the jokes, like, bro legitimately feels neglected and unloved. That's so sad, man. That's rough. That is rough. Oh. All the movement has stopped, as if reality itself has paused. Man, I must be more tired than I thought. I feel my head sway as my muscles ease into putty. I'm sure they do. Look at Olivia, who's shoulder to shoulder with me now. I mean, Dad's kind of the same. Olivia chews her lip as she considers her words. He's always busy, too. Whole reason I live with my godparents because Dad has to travel for work. If he doesn't... I stop myself to see the faint wetness in Olivia's eyes. Sorry. Her eyes close and the somber sigh escapes her lips. Trauma bonding! Yay! No, it's fine. I get it, Inko. There's a silence hanging over us now. I copy the sweet girl next to me and lay my eyes slide closed and a sad breath loose. After some time, she breaks the silence with soft and tender words. Of course your parents care. Just like Dad. Why else would they work so much? But what about me? I wanted just how pathetic that sounded. It's for you, you doof. How else could you afford all these nice things? But sometimes, it's not the things that matter. Her words grow quieter as time goes on. My body sinks into numbness again. Dad cares enough to work for my sake. Enough to talk my grandparents into letting me live with them. They didn't have to, yet I'm burning them. Aw, don't say that. Don't say that. No. My mind connects the dots. Mr. Halford talked Randy and Sophie into it. Which is why I have to be able to live on my own as soon as I can. Because if they don't want me there anymore, that's it for me. Honestly, I feel bad. Like, her godparents seem to not mind her, at least, for the most part. They just seem to kind of wish she'd open up more often. They don't see her that way at all. At least, that's my perception. I could be totally wrong about that. I recall just how happy they were to have Olivia rejoin the party. They wouldn't, though. They love you like Damon and Vinny. She shakes the morose thoughts from her head, then looks at me with serious moonshade eyes. Anyway, you should do the same for your parents and yourself. Ah! No! Yo! Men only want one thing, and it's frickin' disgusting. Oh no! No! See, Joshua, this is like when Fia, the deathbed companion, I think the first time I ever heard that meme was over Fia, the deathbed companion, in the Round Table Hold in Elden Ring. Because literally all she does, like her main mechanic before her questline begins, is she's just like, oh, would you like to lay here with me for a bit? And you just rest her head on her lap, and she's like, she says she has a prayer to you, and then she debuffs you. With like some Baldur emblem, I think. Let me see what this is called. Like she's a tarnished like you are. The Baldekin's Blessing, which is a slight debuff that decreases your max HP, but if you use it, it consumes like magic to give you a poise buff. It's not that good, but like literally all she does is give you that blessing if you let her hold you. And so that's the vibes this gives. My world goes horizontal as I find my head atop her comfiest pillow I've ever felt. No! It's over! The Gator Girl propaganda is working! I nod becomes a nuzzle in the said pillow. A bumpy Olivia yelps, huh? I try to turn to see what's wrong, something falls into my head and keeps it in place. Nothing. Soothing curves got my face, driving further and further into restful peace. The gentle caresses of deep vibrato emanates from somewhere, resonating with my tired mind. Okay. Ah! No! It's working! Huh. By the time I wake up, Olivia's gone. I check my phone for the time. Only realize it's 4 in the morning. God, that's the worst feeling in the world when you're sick as a dog and then you wake up and it's like, even like your sleep schedule is sick. Instead of feeling horrible like I had the past few days, I felt surprisingly well. Almost like a change in diet and not drinking lean! Lean! Josh PK is spitting facts right now. I can't help but groan, and as I sit up from the couch, but instead of feeling horrible like I had in the past few days, I felt surprisingly well. There's no doubt that I have Olivia to thank. Hell, I even have to be able to go to school. I might even be able to go to school today. Wonder if any of that soup is left. She probably left it in the fridge, right? I shuffle over to the appliance and open the door, allowing my eyes to adjust to the light. It only takes a second for me to spot a Tupperware container filled with the delicious meal. Nice. I'll have to ask her for the recipe sometime. We back! We're hitting 3 hours, but I feel like I can go for at least another half hour. I feel like that's fine. Thanks to Olivia's advice in cooking, I had finally made my recovery and turned to school. And I'm glad I'm to be back. I feel like I'd missed so much while I'd be gone. While I'd been gone. So much I need to catch up on. I mean, I did manage to finish all the assignments that Ben had sent me. I said I would do 30 more minutes. I'm not going to go up to 4 hours, but I think 30 more minutes No, I'm not gonna do one more hour. I want to play Fallout New Vegas. I'm sorry. I am breaking things up. You. I'm sorry, bro. I said I'd only do half an hour, but I do appreciate you volunteering like that. I really do. No. I'm sorry, bro. I feel out of the loop with other things, like gossip about me. They even tried to give me the rundown of it all during PE. I'm still talked over how bad some of them got. Oh my gosh, people thinking that. Oh, that's funny. I don't think it's even possible in just a week. At the end of class, bell rings throughout the school, signaling the start of lunch. As everyone in class, only for my own. No, I am serious. Like, my limit is usually like 3 to 3.5 hours. Then I feel like I do need to take a break from streaming. I am serious. I've gone over in some cases, like Silk Song, because I had no duties and no work and nothing else to look forward to. But I am sick as well. And I do want to go talk with my friends too. So, sorry, bro. I said half an hour, so take that, man. Don't ask for more. Don't get off your head. Don't be like that. Don't be like that, bro. As everyone in class is back up the things, Mr. Anakin speaks up. Alright, everyone, make sure you complete the assignment by next class. You all have a wonderful rest of the day now. Oh, and Inko. I stop at the mention of my name and I throw on my backpack. Could you wait a moment? I have something I wish to speak to you about. Yeah, of course. Olivia looks back at the class entrance waiting for me. Don't wait up on me. I'll see you at the table with all the others. Yeah, just teasing. With a shrug and a nod, Olivia wheels herself out the door and down the hall. Everyone else leaves the classroom until it's just Idakan and I. Please, have a seat. Take a seat closest to Idakan's desk, putting my backpack down as well. Mr. Idakan himself gets out from his chair and walks around his desk, leaning against it. So, I'll be quick about it. I got a job that needs doing. Up. You missed assignments and need makeup work, and I need some extra help with something. Something I think you'll be very interested in. Don't tell me it's helping Olivia. Some good friends of mine are getting married a few short... Oh, no! You mentioned you're a photographer once, and it's just like... So, can you do my wedding for me, please? Honestly, I have heard you can make good money as a wedding photographer. And they've hired me to be their photographer. And, you see, I don't want to do that job. I'm too lazy. And given the excellent learning experience, child later, I thought of you. Me? Yes, if you want to do it, of course. I could always call in some associates to help me out, but I thought adding some extra credit would sweeten the deal. Honestly, that is kind of cool. But the question is, what are the safety checks in place? Like, is there a waiver we're signing out? Are there other teachers informed? These things are important to know. What would we be doing? There's a broad smile on his face and a distant look in his eyes. Well, you'd be my apprentice in this case. You'll not only be helping me set up more elaborate photos, but you'll be doing a lot of independent shots. Independent? You mean I'll be taking my own pictures? Yep. In fact, you'll be using one of my SLRs and lenses for this, to keep all the shots uniform. The idea of finally getting to use something like Idakan's $1,000 Kavon makes my head swim. So, what do you say? Interested? It certainly seems like a hefty task, even if Idakan would be there to help us. Then again, Idakan wouldn't be offering the job if he didn't think I was capable of doing it. This would technically be my first official photography gig. And a wedding shot to boot. It sounds so daunting and enticing. I'd love to. Alright, sounds like a done deal. It's after school today. We can talk about it a bit more later. For now, you should be getting along to lunch. Thank you, Mr. Idakan. Give the teacher a nod and grab my backpack. Just as I head out the door, my curiosity gets the better of me. So, who's the lucky couple, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Are these characters we know? Are these characters we know? And that's gonna be crazy if it is. The school nurse, actually. The husband-to-be is also a good friend of mine. Huh, neat. Take a mental note to give the well wishes to the nurse as if I see her before the wedding. With that, I wave Mr. Idakan goodbye and head down the hallway. Wait. Friday? But I was going to practice painting then. Ugh, I already agreed to. Even if I didn't, it's real photography. It's not even a question if I should be going, but geez. It's like the universe is conspiring me to never stop me drawing stick figures. I finally meet with Olivia, who's waiting near the entrance to the cafeteria. The grassy green girl is leaned over, a sour pout scrunched her maw close as she eyes the passerbys. When she notices I moved into her airspace, she perks up immediately. Oh, no! No! Seeing the transformation is surreal. I chew my cheek to keep from laughing as I watch her muscular tail wag happily. Finally! It took you long enough. Yeah, sorry about that. You have to wait for me, by the way. I can manage waiting even if it means eating with you. I can feel a smile tug at my lips from hearing Olivia just say that. Mind if I push your chair in? Use me as a battering ram through the crowd now, huh? Yeah, something like that. Alright, but only because you asked. Abuse of privileges! Let's go. But give me a backpack. I'll use it as a shield. Well, I grabbed the handles. Olivia moved her tail up to grab my wrist. Like at the arcade. Alright, charge! Yes, ma'am. No! What? Start marching through the crowd of unruly and famished teens clamoring for their daily meal. Olivia turns her head to me to say something. So, what happened with Atticon? You in trouble or something? Oh, nah. Atticon just has a proposition for some extra credit. Really? What is it? He wants me to join him at some wedding to help him out with the photo shoot. Says he thinks it'll be good learning experience. Oh, well, that sounds pretty interesting. Did you take it? Yep. Could be a good way to hone in on what I know. Plus, that extra credit can help me for that time I was... making up for the time I was sick. You mean when you nearly overdosed on that cough syrup cocktail you made? Yep, that. Wait. What? I didn't say anything. Crowd's too loud out here. Berenice chuckles to herself. I'm left rolling my eyes, letting her claim victory in this exchange. By the time we got our lunch, it's a simple matter of locating Damien and Liz by the telephone pole neck. For whatever reason, they're at the more sequestered table today. When we arrive, it's pretty obvious why. I hate this one. I hate her so much. Despicable and foul creature. Ah, took you too long enough. Yeah. I expected more from Olivia. Something more graphic. Instead, Olivia rolls herself the rest of the way, taking a designated spot at the head of the table. I take the spot adjacent to her, all while keeping a wary eye on the pink. I'm sorry. I was never a dinosaur person. I will do my best to say this. Parasaurolophus. Parasaurolophus. I just can't. Red Dino. She's a red dino, okay? Seems like Mia's rage against me has simmered down over time, but that air of uncertainty and uneasiness still wavered around her. The best I can do is act friendly. Hey, Mia, is there something you need? Nah, I'm here to catch up with my good pal here. While the red-scaled menace turns toward Olivia, her own eyes remain locked on her soggy chicken she's eating mechanically. Thought you were asking Liz for her homework, though. That too! Right. Here, guys. A pair of soda cans rolled down the table. Thank Raptor Christ I'm able to catch both before they ram into my tray of questionable lunch meat. You guys are taking a while, so I grabbed the drinks today. No, you didn't. Mia gave those to you. Well, she did because I thought about doing it. She's trying to bribe you for the math answers I helped you with earlier. Lizzie, I can't believe you would imply something like that about me. But it's true. Hey, free soda. Free soda is free soda, man. At any rate, the real reason I'm here is... Say, Olivia, you leave your phone at home or something? People here are trying to contact you all day. Oh. Olivia pulls her phone out from her jacket pocket. I catch a glimpse of her wallpaper. A comical portrait of guts she'd probably doodled. Yeah, I ran out of service for the month. What the hell? You don't got a proper monthly plan? I got more important things to be doing than this, you know? If they want to see Olivia so bad, why send you and not just show up themselves? Shut it. Yo! What's so important for this all? What's so important for all this anyways? Who do you think, Ben? Ben wants to talk to Olivia. Why do you want to talk to Olivia? Is this 20 frickin' questions? How the hell should I be able to know it's gone between my boyfriend Hot Wheels here? See, when we use it, it's cool. When she uses it, it's mean and not fun. All that matters to me is if Olivia here is gonna fix it or not. I'll think about it. Ah, whatever. I'm out of here. Smell you later, Gator. That's kind of funny. That was kind of funny. I hate to say it. I hate to give Mia even a slight bit of credibility, but that was kind of funny. Olivia storms off, leaving Olivia looking very sour. Ugh, things alright with Ben? Olivia rests her arms on the table and slumps her head in. I don't want to talk about it. Where did Bright Mood go from before? Where did Bright Mood from before go? Well, anyways, Damien, you really shouldn't condone cheating, even with something as simple as math homework. But you helped me out with it. That's different. I helped you out with it, and I think you're getting something out of it. Like the answers. What I mean is, in comparison, Mia's just trying to be lazy, and she's only cheating herself. What's the issue, then? What's the issue? Yeah, I get free soda, someone you hate tricks herself into saying something stupid, and everyone thinks they win. It's great. This guy has more depth than I realized. He is a secret manipulator. You scare me sometimes, Damien. I guess I'll have to ask Ben what's going on if I see him later. In the meantime, Olivia's disposition only seems to be getting more and more dour. I try and think of something to help cheer up. Bro, if there's some beef between her and Ben, that is unfortunate. But I keep coming up with dead ends on just what could work here. There's gotta be something. I can't just leave her in such a sour mood. Oh, how about that? Hey, so what's the deal with your phone background? Oh, you noticed it? She flips her phone on and shows me her background. Oh, it's a little doodle of guts. Yeah, I drew it up the other day. Got the curves right around the first try, so it's pretty cool. I'll bet. Is he with you today? Nah, I left him at home. How often do you bring him? Not often. Maybe like once or twice a semester. Even then, it's just when I'm bored. Although, once he was just in my hoodie when I left for school. Unexpected. It was. Here, I got some pics saved. The screen displays a small creature. Sat atop a desk with a skinny tail, clutched into his chest tightly. I don't know why, but he holds his tail like that all the time. Excuse me. I feel Damien and Liz hovering behind me, their eyes locked into the adorably fat creature on screen. I don't know who coos, probably Liz, but Olivia rolls her eyes and swipes to the next picture of the cute pet, now transparent ball, looking confused. For the remaining minutes of lunch, we sat huddled around Olivia's phone, entranced by her sweet little rat as it did the most mundane things. Yet, Gut's method of doing them was way too undeniably cute. And that's what really got us and made time fly faster than we could even notice. Ding dong, bing bong. I blinked a couple times and stretched my arms and legs to get up from my desk. Miss Prowlking really knows how to make 40 minutes feel like 80. Well, at least it's time to practice painting. For real this time. For real, for real. For real, for real? Wait, no, I can't rope me into the photo shoot. Can't practice painting. Can't get good at anything. Why is it every time I actually try to improve, something like this happens? At this rate, I'll never get good enough to get a real following. I haven't gotten to actually have a whole afternoon to practice at all. Still, there's no way in hell I'm missing this. I end up with meeting with Ben and Adiken, right? Bro, if Sully is getting married, that would be wild. That's my first prediction. It's either Sully or the whale or someone else. While a teacher made the assignment, internship, apprenticeship, while he had made it sound simple, I was still seducted to some paperwork. Something about good, liability waiver or whatever, or something. You know, in case something happens to us, like surprise attack by 5 teenagers in multicolored spandex. I wonder if that happens often. We still filled the form out as the instructor gave an overview of just what exactly Ben and I would be doing. There's a few structures out there, save one for the edge of the cliff. Ben's the first one out of the cramped car with an armful of telescoping black stands. I'll follow his example, unfolding the vehicle. Alright, you two, you remember what you're doing tonight? Yes, sir. After we set up a photo station in the corner of the hall, we'll be taking turns walking in the reception taking pictures of the guests. Perfect. Oh, it's going to be perfect time to find out the tea between Ben and Olivia. Absolutely perfect time. I'll be with the wedding party the entire time. So if you need me, just look for the gaggle of similarly dressed women screeching and you'll find me. Oh my goodness. He grins as he carries the last of the latest equipment from the trunk. Remember, this is actual work, so be polite, be efficient. Oh boy. Be polite, be efficient, and most importantly, Kill everyone you meet. Ready for the order the teacher will give us. Have fun. Oh, this guy's good. I really hope there's nothing sinister underneath the surface. That'd be so sad. But trust me, the clients will appreciate it more. Yeah, just kind of look natural. You're here for the job, but also like chill. Finally finished with unloading, I hailed the mixed aroma of ocean and flowers. While farther said energizing, Ben seems to have the exact opposite reaction. His brows pinched together in disgust as he tries in futility to fan away the air with one hand while covering his nose with the other. Ugh. I think I'm going to be sick one. I think I'm going to be the sick one next with this weather. At least the view's great. That, it is, yeah. Mr. Adakan leads us to the small garden in front into the reception hall. It's a spacious wedding tent adorned with all sorts of flora and high-end lighting, keeping the place warm and lit. Okay, you guys know how to set up here. I'm going to get to business. Yes, sir. He leaves us, stepping onto the ongoing ceremony with primed camera and tripod. Ben and I exchange a single glance before we resign ourselves to the daunting task. First on the list is the telescopic stands from the cameras. From experience, it doesn't take us too long to get those in place. Next are the reflectors and strobe lights, all packed with heavy cases that have to be hauled inside. Guys, being the tech person at like these sort of things, man, I don't know how you guys do it. I was just out of my league. That's just not something I feel like I have the patience to really get into. By my third case, I'm already exhausted. Shoot, I thought gym class would have prepared me for this. Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil, he shall appear. Might as well take a breather. Opening up the notification, discovers from Olivia. Let me guess, she's at the wedding. She's dubious. She's dishonest. She's a liar. She lied. She lied. She just didn't want to answer Ben. Or acknowledge Mia. Bad. Naughty. I just imagine that's the angry face, it looks like. No, I can see it from the side. It's like a disappointed look. Saw you leave with Adakan after school. What's up with that? I'm helping you with a wedding shoot. Uh-oh. Oh, no! She's there! She's gonna roast us! Uh-oh. She's gonna hunt us down. She's absolutely here. Wait, really? Oh. The place has a bunch of scenic views. If you see any good landscape shots, take one for me. Sure, if you get the time. No, do it now! You all know what's gonna happen with that one. You all know what's gonna happen with that one. Let's see here. I want to be able to crop it just right. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I'll make sure I got all of them right. No, do it now. That's cute. That's cute. Cute and threatening messages received. Message received. Jeez, well, this is a good spot as any. The sun's starting to set, so it does make for pretty nice atmosphere. Maybe Olivia wants to paint another landscape. In the distance, I see a few sailboats and yachts. Further beyond, a freighter or two. The seas sure are crowded these days. I take the picture and send it over to Olivia. Thanks! I can't picture thanking me like that in reality. I thought alone of her doing it something in so sweet a manner. Inko! This thing weighs like 80 pounds! I'm not doing all the work! Oh, right. I let the hanger loose around my neck while Ben assisting stand up of the last standing reflectors. Setting up meant not only the cameras, but a large chunk of the incomplete decor prep. which meant carrying around loads of heavy cases, loaded with strobes, reflectors, cloth sheets, and so many telescoping pole stands. Following his instructions, Ben had set up a small red carpet path leading to a glamour shot station. Meanwhile, I was finishing, making sure the marked out spots within the room had the right combination of flash strobe or reflector. By the time our teacher had come back, I just placed the final light in the position. And the guest started walking down Ben's handmade path. I skirted along the edge with my borrowed high-end camera. You know, it'd be a shame if that thing broke. Well, I think I managed to catch some decent shots. I'm just not really feeling it today. Something wrong with me. And voila! Ben was having a much easier time working in the makeshift studio we built in the corner. Couples would simply walk up and stand before the backdrop with a massive window to the cliffside and ocean. Ben had the brilliant idea to not only set up Idacan's loaned camera, but also his own so he'd capture the couples from 2 angles at once. He looked happy with each other. He looked happy with each and every shot he took, and the people always chatted with him right after. And here I am, doing my best not to scowl as I look over the blurry shot I had messed up. Blurry because my hands are shaking. I guess I hadn't noticed till now that my main messaging app had been going up. Bro, this is a professional setting. You really can't be talking with Olivia right now. I hate to be that guy, but like... Uh-oh. Are you winning? Are you winning, son? No, not really. Beat him for me? He's for me? That wasn't a real message. I try to ignore my phone for now. I don't think anything will calm my nerves at this point. That feeling of anxiety only grows as time marches on. I can't seem to get one picture just right, and Ben zooming around as efficiently as he isn't helping. I don't think he's trying to make it a competition. I think he's just doing well. Well, that's not all. Olivia's message is throwing me off. Oh, she really is. Oh, gosh. Chaotic good. Olivia just feels like chaotic good at this point. That's really what it feels like. Like, Ben is just doing what teacher asked him to do. Idacan is throwing us a bone for extra credit. And we are wasting it with Olivia. Bro needs to put his phone on mute and say, listen, like, we can talk later. Please. I am going to get in trouble. Idacan is going to catch him on his phone 50 times. Ben is going to complain. How out of date is Olivia that we still use Clash pans. Or lock him in the bathroom or something. I don't think that's sportsmanlike or legal. Oh my gosh, we're going to get in so much trouble. Oh my goodness. This beef is crazy. I need it for, Moose! That. Do it for me? Oh, that's just violent. Huh. Yep, there it is. Okay, I need a break. Appropriate place to sneak outside and go around the building, slump against the brick siding. It's really twilight now, and the ocean's reflection of the sun is really getting very close to being the real thing. My phone buzzes once more, and something in me just jumps. It's not fear, though. I just knew what it was. Olivia sends a video of Guts running around a maze she put together using cupboard and school supplies. When he comes out the other end, she gives him a grape to bite into her palm. Aw, I was really fond of rodents, but seeing Olivia's videos on little doodles is really starting to sway me. There's really something about Olivia having such a strong bond with Guts and care for him that warms my heart. It's hard to believe this is the same girl who used to give me nothing but icy stares when I first met her. I'm glad she feels comfortable enough with me to let her defenses down and be herself. We are so gonna fail this extra credit. As I continue snapping photos, my trek around the hall to find good photo ops leads me to the stage where the DJ once was. Shame that I didn't get any good shots of him while he was here. Maybe Ben got to do some pictures. Looking through the camera lens, I see this gentleman sitting on the steps that lead up to the stage, finishing off a cigarette. There's someone over on the steps, taking a deep drag of the cigarette and blowing the smoke up towards the window. A truly iconic display of suavity. Before I know it, I'm taking several shots. He seems like he wants to be left alone, but he doesn't mind, right? Hey, kid. At least get my good side, will ya? Oh! I step in closer, readjusting my camera setting, and scrambling for an explanation. Sorry about that, I was just unsure if you wanted the attention. Yeah, it's alright. People say I got a kind of arrested bitch face. Is this Mia's dad? Is this Mia's dad? I can't lie. I'm pretty exhausted, kid. Especially after I had to carry the new missus down the aisle all the way over the... Oh my god, it's the groom. Ah, so this is the groom. This is Adikan's friend. You gonna take a photo or what? Oh, right, sorry. As I raise the camera, the groom takes a thinker-esque pose, taking a drag from his cigarette. A few clicks and a couple of slight adjustments to my position. I believe I got some pretty good shots in there. There we are. The groom blows out a plume of smoke from his mouth before leaning over to see the pictures. It smells like a Vegas hotel. Why would we know what a Vegas hotel smells like? I give the groom time to look at each photo thoroughly, before moving on to the next one. He's a pretty good kid. Managed to make this mug of mine look halfway decent. It's a scratchy chuckle as he takes another puff of a cigarette before snuffing what was little left of it onto the floor. Thanks. Say, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing all the way here? It's your big day, isn't it? As the groom lets out another plume of smoke, he's already begun to dug up another cigarette. Lighting a new cig casually, he begins to inhale it, and keep inhaling it. He holds up his fingers and continues inhaling until the cigarette is finished, and he finally exhaling a steam of lung cancer slowly over the course of 30 seconds. Sir? Of course it is, just having a little rest is all. I mean, this has been the happiest day of my life, but it's tiring as hell. That really is the case with a lot of weddings. The miss is certainly having fun, and in a few hours will be in our new, no longer bachelor party, and I'll be listening to her as she moans about how sore she is. The groom lets out another puff of smoke, this time through his nostrils. But hey, if that's the price I gotta pay, holy matrimony and all that jazz. Definitely feels like the groom is laying on a bit thick of who it is essentially a stranger to him, and yet I can understand what he means. You know, by going around the whole reception snagging photos, why don't you take a break or two? He motions his hand to a nearby stage as an available seat. I settle myself on the stage as the groom then fiddles in a small pocket. Looking closer, it's a still sealed pack of cigarettes. Chuck told me a bit about you, you know. Who? Your camera teacher or whatever he's called at your school. Says you're a good kid and all, though a bit clueless. Hey! The groom lets out another guffaw and cracks open a pack of cigs and plucks out a fresh cancer stick. His words, not mine. How do you know him? We've known each other for ages. He actually helped me meet the missus. Funny how that works. Oh, Mr. Arcan was your wingman? He always hated how I told him that. I mean, it's true! I mean, like, he's a pterodactyl. What'd you expect, bro? I had given him a lift to some field trip he had to chaperone. I don't know why. He could have taken the school bus. As soon as I got there, I got to meet the rest of his co-workers, including my would-be wife. Taro tricked me into also chaperoning too, saying I gotta use the time to get to know her better. Jeez, maybe I should be asking him. Well, no, I can't. Can't what? Nothing important. Have a teacher tell you how to court a lady friend, right? Ah! There it is! There it is! We're gonna get dating advice from our teacher. That sounds very inappropriate. Somewhat. Have a teacher tell you how to court a lady. I mean, if we're talking about, like, relationship studies, family studies, proper interpersonal relationships, relationship boundaries, yeah, those would definitely be appropriate within the line of reason. Hey, no! Another one of his students. You no! Whoa! Did I get spill the tea? Everything? What the hell, bro? It's not like that. Oh, come on. I know you want to talk about girls. That's always fun. Humor me a bit. She's just a good friend. The words taste bitter on my tongue for some reason. Sure, kid, sure. It's the guy knows it's over. It's over. Got a few more minutes of quiet while bridezilla and her maze of murder fight over that bouquet. I quickly glance over to see a woman twice my age wielding a folding chair like it was a battle axe. Jack can't help you there, but I can. So this good friend of yours, what's she like? Well, it's a bit complicated history. Oh? I mean, when I first met her, she was very cynical and sarcastic. And, well, she's still sarcastic, but in a lighthearted way. Even with her friends, she was a little distant. But when she was painting or gushing about some franchised obscure anime, there's this unashamed excitement and passion in it. I haven't met anyone with that kind of energy before. Once you get to know her, she's just nice under it all. That everything? Well, yeah. I think she drew me her carry. I think she drew me carrying her once. Whew. Well, shoot! She slides. You need this, bud. No way! No way! He just did that. He slides the ring off his finger and holds it up to me. You want this? Sounds like you need it more than me. This guy is so jokes. Yo, this guy is too good. We got a real comedian here. Oh no! Aiko is so cooked, chat. Kidding, I'm kidding. But dang, sounds pretty cut and dry to me. Never had a crush before? Not anyone I know personally. Your folks together? Yeah. They love each other too, yeah? Yeah, I guess they do. You guess! It's complicated. They're all around so little, I don't even know what their love looks like. How they interact. Even if they love each other at all. They never told me their story, why they're together. Anything that would prepare me for the future was outsourced. As far back as I remember, whenever my parents weren't around, there was a screen nearby. And they weren't around often. I've always had that little electronic friend in my pocket telling me how great I was at everything. That's been my only help through life. And the best ways to have best friendships, hobbies, romance. But it feels worthless now. I'm not prepared. I don't even know if what this is love. This guy seems to think so, though. He'll help me out. I see him putting some words together now. Let me give you a little anecdote, kid. For some reason, I just want to give him a Brooklyn accent. Like the scout. The groom, or that's, the scout's in Philadelphia. My bad. The groom finally lights a cigarette, though this time he's a little slow to puff it out. Why does she looks like the scout's mom, or the queen bee character from the Venture Brothers. It's that hairstyle, I think. See my beautiful bride over there? You wouldn't entirely be wrong to give him that accent. He comes off as like that kind of swell, like, hey man, I know what you see. You need some help, man? Yeah, bro, I'll give you some help there, bro. See my beautiful bride over there? He motions to the dull ember of his smoke, where the bridesmaids were still violently wrestling while the bride acted as referee. Even if we had never met, this was just a happenstance meeting. I'd see her over there. And I just know I love her. Yeah? Yep. Is that it? Yeah. Aren't you trying to give me a little push? Convince me like I was this girl? You're the one who wanted advice. There it is. I thought you were going to go on a bit more about love. Why the hell would I give a speech about love? I know what it is. You know what it is. But there's no groundbreaking advice that'll make everything make sense, and so you don't need me to convince you. You're just looking for reasons to not believe what's right in front of you. We are our own worst critics. We are our own worst critics. Oh. Break's over. Gotta run. Man gets up, dusts off his pants, and flicks the cigarette butt into the trash. Hey, take some great pictures for me, will ya? No more moping. You're on the clock! He jogs in the crowd to meet up with his bride. My phone buzzes in my pocket. What timing? I reach into my pocket to pull up my phone, squinting at the screen. An unread notification from our group chat. Shoot, do I have time to be on my phone right now? Never gonna talk to Damien about this. He's known Olivia for a while. Ben and Olivia used to be friends, right? Would he be able to help? I should probably focus on what I'm here to do. Besides, I don't want to let the groom down. But this is Olivia we're talking about. I don't want to do anything without knowing as much as I can. Oh no. Ay, ay, ay. This is bad. I'm gonna go with what seems to be the obvious choice. I don't want to let Olivia down, especially after all I've done for her. What kind of things does Olivia like? Hell, what kind of things do girls in general like? I'll be able to find some pointers online too. By the end, I can be a good boyfriend. I just need to figure out how. When I reach my phone, my fingers blush the camera that still hung around my neck. Wait, I still need to take these pictures, so I can't drop this entirely. I definitely don't want to let Ida down, even though I'm not that good. Well, Ben's been on top of this game all night. Even now, he's still snapping up shots. I'm sure Ida will soon have enough by the end of the night. Never mind. Yeah, no, I think we already talked about this. Don't give me the right answer. It's not like I'm offering up anything crazy valuable here. I meander the far of the wall and find a way to slip outside. Phone in hand, I scroll through previous calls to find Damien. Oh, we're shirking the job right now. Yeesh. Called me out the other week the following day to find a school holiday on a Saturday. Oh, here it is, just what I need. Phone down, all I can do is wait. Come on, pick up. Honestly, yeah, I feel like I should have done this because we can call literally any other time. We don't have to call right now. This is really irresponsible. Some leaves are blowing lazily off their branches, drifting onto each with a soundless dance. I did always prefer nature photography. It's a lot less hectic compared to the night. Hello, Payne residence. Huh? Oh, sorry, Miss Payne. I thought this was Damien's phone. It is. He left his phone on the table when he takes the trash out. For a moment, Damien, sweetie, you have a school friend on the phone. I told you not to answer these spam calls. It's Inko. Oh, snap! That's cool. Thanks, Mom. Oh, hey, Inko. Make a frantic shuffling of it on the phone. What do you need me for? Oh, just play cool. What I want to ask about is, wait, how do I even ask him this? I want to be a better friend for Olivia, right? Oh, yeah, I'm following. I was wondering if you knew anything I should know, you know? That is a horribly phrased question, man. Yeah! Don't you feel a little bit stupid? Don't you feel a little bit ashamed? I think she likes anime and soda in the arcade, but you don't you know all this already? I do, yes. But I mean, like, is there anything a bit further than that? Bro, whenever he makes this face and this expression, that's how I know I messed up. I mean, you like Olivia, don't you, Nicole? That's, oh, no! I didn't say that. Despite the stiff breeze, I can feel my face burning up. Shut up! Say it. Say it. Say what? I don't need to tell you nothing. I got all day. I can wait. I don't need to tell you nothing. I got all day to wait. Do you? David, I'm serious. Need some help here. I'm serious too. Come on, say it. I'm not confirming or denying anything. Oh, maybe we should hang up then. See you at school tomorrow, Nico, my man. Ah, damn it, fine. Damn it! Yes? I take a deep breath and say it. I'm not saying that. Who? Oh, come on! He likes Olivia. Oh, what? What about her? I'm not hearing complete sentences. Bro, this man is evil. Evil. Screw you. I like Olivia. I want to know what advice you can have as her friend. I'm serious. There we go. In all seriousness, I don't have much for you. I haven't thought of Olivia in that way since like 3rd grade. I don't got anything game-changing for you. Bro, we are absolutely going to lose this gig. We have messed up royally. We screwed things up with Ida bad. And what might end up happening is Ida might tell Olivia, like, oh, hey, like, he slacks off on the job. He doesn't take things seriously. And that might leave her to change her opinion of us. Great. But hey, I'm here for you, man. Just don't act like a fool and wildin' out, you know. So the only thing I could expect to happen if I chose the other decision would be we neglect the night, we focus on the work, but we don't take the time to, like, try to know things, I guess? Not in the slightest. I'm saying, look, you're calling because you think there's some big secret here, right? I'm telling you, there isn't one. And that itself is an advantage. You don't need to be focusing on, like, strategy. Just let it happen. Wait, does she know? No, I don't think so. I think she likes me too. Huh, well, yeah, there's the long and short of what I got. Have you ever been in a relationship, Damien? Yeah, a few. Nothing serious, though. Hey, you want to go to the school dance, that sort of thing? Never went anywhere, you know? Yeah. Alright, I should get back to it. Sorry to bother. Hey, call anytime, man. Thanks, be seeing you. See you later, Gator Day. Yo, bro is cooked. Bro is cooked. No way. Oh, we're so screwed. I feel the urge to throw my phone against the throw my phone into the brick wall. That was completely pointless. Yeah, we messed up. This was the bad decision. Or maybe this is a decision that isn't as bad. Look for opportunity to stab some deep shot. I do a lap around the hall. Even then, I'm struggling to find anything good. It isn't long before I notice Ben across from me. From the looks of it, he's managing a fair bit better than I am. Not only is he finding better shots than I am, but the guests are going to him to ask for shots. Actually, the more I think about it, Ben might actually have some decent advice to give, right? Better than what I got from Damien, at least. I surreptitiously maneuver around the various wedding goers and painting my path, trying to get to Ben. Eventually, I have an opening while Ben is currently taking pictures of another couple by their table. Not when I seem like I'm lost, I try to blend in and join them. Get near Ben and get down on one knee to take alternate shots of the couple. As if he had a sixth sense, Ben quickly noticed my presence, shocked that I was next to him. Enko, what are you doing? I just want to get some alternate shots of a lovely couple, just in case they would like them, you know? I give off an awkward laugh, though it's not amusing to Ben. He gives me an icy glare that sends shivers down my spine, as if I've clearly stepped into his territory. I think it'd be more efficient if we worked in different parts of the venue. What if there are people over there that want their pictures taken? If the people over there want a picture, I wouldn't be here in the first place. Ben wordlessly goes back to snapping photos. I get back on my feet and lean close to the preoccupied Parasopho. I'm not going to say that again, to talk to him. Look, Ben, I need some advice. Thank you, young man. Thank you, young man. No problem, ma'am. Finishes the couple's photos. Ben turns on begins to hoof it down the venue, looking for more photo ops. I match his pace in order to keep up with him. Advice, you say? Uh-oh. He's going to tell us to get lost. That's what I think. Something about, like, Ben seems friendly at first, but I just feel like something, just because of some drama or something happened between him and Olivia, that he's just like, he doesn't care. Or he just doesn't want anything to do with her. It's about Olivia. Mentioning her stops him dead in his tracks. He turns around to face me. What about Olivia? Well, it's just that I take a deep breath to steady myself. The thing is, I think I love Olivia. Ben goes from confusion to sheer surprise, his eyes going as big as his glasses. Wait, what? Are you serious? Of course I'm serious. And since you've known her for longer, I figured I could ask you some things about her. Ben? Ben? What? Sorry, I must have misheard you. You said you were in love with Olivia, and I did, or at least I think I am. Look, I don't really know, but I'm asking for some help, and he clasps his hands on my shoulders and smiles broadly. This is wonderful news. Olivia's always been a bit of a loner, but to know that someone likes her like that is just fantastic. His arm wraps around my neck, and he starts dragging me away from the wedding crowd. All right. Okay, right. So you want to know more about Olivia, yeah? We used to be the best friends way back. I paid close attention to Ben as he went over his history with the girl I may or may not love. A part of me wanted to take notes on my phone as he listed down the shows they used to watch together. By the time he'd hit the cues, I noticed that some of the guests had left. Should I be writing all this down? I think you'd be fine. Unless Olivia's ever changed music taste in the last 3 years. 3? Are you talking about her? Aren't you talking to her these days? I mean, not as much as I used to. It's been a while since we had to sit down. Wait. But Mia came and told us you wanted to talk with her at lunch. I have no idea what you're talking about. Huh. I thought you were above gossip, Inko. Sorry. Anyway, Olivia and I don't talk much, but I think we should. Hell, if I was around more, I could have helped you two get to know each other more sooner. Maybe even... A shrill cry interrupts us. Across the room, the newlyweds are in some altercation. I guess it's time for the night of the groom to carry the bride out, but for some reason, she's riding piggyback like a grade schooler. He laughs to himself maniacally while she complains, and holds onto his hair to keep balance. Well, that relationship isn't going to last. I mean, it's kind of cute. Inko? Yeah, sorry. Back on track. What's so important to you? What's important is that you be mindful of her condition. Don't tell me Ben just sees her for her disability. You know what I mean. Olivia absolutely hates special treatment, and it gets to a point where in that itself is a burden that weighs down her friends, refusing to accept help to the point she becomes a problem to those around her. I would know. Are you talking about how Olivia tries to do things on her own? Yeah, like for all the times I tried to help her out, she gets all pouty and silent as if I was trying to step on her toes. No wonder people try to avoid her, you know? You can't keep pushing people away. See, he's partially correct, I think, here. I care about Olivia, but she doesn't do herself any favors. Truth be told, I'm very excited to hear this from you. If you could get her through to her, we could be friends again. I'd definitely do it right this time. I don't want to impose anything on her. That wouldn't be right. Well, see, that's exactly what you want to avoid. Otherwise, your relationship is going to be one-sided. One-sided? Relationships are about mutual respect for one each other. Anything less than that is unreasonable. Bro, Mia does not respect this man. I think that she abuses the authority that this relationship gives her. I think... Oh, man. Without understanding, it's doomed to fail. Only understand Olivia, is that her condition needs special considerations. One... Something about this advice I don't know about. And one thing to understand Olivia is that her condition needs special considerations, ones that she doesn't fully agree with. So you have to account for that from her, otherwise it won't work out. Is that why you two stopped talking? Alright, you boys ready to pack up? Pretty long night, huh? Our teacher looks haggard as he walks up to us. His wings are dragging on the floor. He's propped himself up with one of the light stands. Bro got absolutely drunk. Despite his exhaustion, he's grinning wildly. You two enjoying your first work experience? Absolutely, Mr. Anakin. I managed to load up both the memory of the cards you gave me, and I even managed to try the different kinds of lenses you brought. Good to hear, Ben. What about you, Inko? Well, if I'm being honest with you, I wasn't on my A game tonight. Well, I suppose it's a tough order to start with. So many things to account for, and... Oh, no, I didn't mean that. I'm getting good shots, Mr. Anakin. I didn't even finish the first card you gave me. I see. Well, we get through this next week. We go through those next week. I'm sure they'll be fine. Oh, definitely. The groom saunters up with a huge grin on his face, slinging an arm around our teacher's shoulders. Can't wait to see these. Anakin straightens up and shrugs the arm off, turning to the newly married man. You'll see them when you see them. My team needs to go through them all the pictures and weed out the chaff. Ah, come on, T. Can't you give your buddy a preview or something? Anakin sighs a bit. Hey, it's a special day. Ben, could you fetch the laptop and the card reader? Yes, sir. Inko, while he's doing that, can you start packing up everything into the trunk? Sure thing, Mr. Anakin. Before I turn away, the tired... Oh, man. The tired Pero takes the camera from me. You can see at the table over there. I think I'm going to pause things here just because it's kind of going on a bit longer than I wanted. While Ben and I are busy dismantling the multitude of flashes and lamps, the bridegroom and Anakin sit at the clean table with the laptop before them. I can't make out what they're saying, but I can tell based on the way the three switched between quietly focused and laughing loudly. By the time the back of the car's loaded up, the last wedding party has departed. Nothing left to do. Ben and I linger a bit behind the group. Think about it, alright? Nah, you're just about done. I have a feeling. After the wedding thing, I'll finish, yeah. My advice. Olivia does need help. If you're really aiming to ask her out, keep that in mind. Yeah, I'll keep it in mind. Thanks, Ben. No problem. And we're done. Yeah, I don't want to keep the missus waiting around too long, not tonight. Blah. Alright, good night, everyone. He poised to me for a moment. And good luck to you, little guy. Be seeing you, Mal. The groom saunters off. You two ready to go? Yeah, I'm pretty beat. You'll see when this section is over. My legs are killing me. Feels like my shins are about to explode. Better use that pain, Inko. Plenty more of that to come once we start doing all-day events like sporting matches or air shows. Any advice you can give me to avoid that pain? Ben taps his chin. Comfy shoes, good soles. Plenty of squats to build up your leg strength. Maybe going out for power walks and jogs to really build muscles. Right, even when I pick a career choice that doesn't involve physical activity, I still wind up having to exercise in order to be successful. It is what it is, bro. Either way, it's not long before we climb into the car and begin our journey back to the school. So, into the rhythmic motion of the car as it glides along the road. The cityscapes of Volcadera Bluffs passes by, and I can't help but admire it. The mood is quickly killed, however, as Ben calls a certain red-scaled girl. The saccharine, lovey-dovey talk makes my head hurt. I can tell by his expression that Anakin feels the same way. He changes the subject by asking if my parents can pick me up. Looks like I'll be taking the late-night metro home. Still, I had fun today. I'm gonna pause right here. Oh, man. Woo! That was pretty good. That was pretty good, I'd say. Yeah. A lot of funny moments. The earlier part with the arcade was pretty hilarious. But, yeah, otherwise, finally making gains with Olivia is pretty cool. It felt like that was the right decision, because we got some... We talked to Damien, which is fair. We talked to Ben, which is fair, but I kind of feel like if we just stuck to the job the whole night, maybe things wouldn't have turned out as well, but we'll see. But, yeah, I'm going to end things off for tonight. Just doing the save over again because I feel like it. But in the meantime, please take care, everybody watching. Josh, I'm going to say to you, and they say hi to you in the next, 10 minutes, and we'll critique and talk about how the playthrough went. But either way, have a good night, and more Fire Emblem tomorrow.